I don't know. He just changed. Something might be wrong with Chase.
Yeah, he didn't have a jersey. Chase didn't seem like he was.
There we go then.
Alrighty, Moo fans, I'm here with some of the 8U Rebels ready to kick off the game with the two famous words. Let's hear it.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Moeller Field in Fremont, Nebraska, where the Grand Island Fightin' Cranes are taking on your Fremont Moo. I'm Prescott Deckinger, joined alongside Baylor Dajan, and we're glad to have you with us. These teams have played 8 times already this season, and if history is any indication, buckle up. The 8 meetings have produced 144 total runs, an average of 18 runs per game. Sunday night was one of the wildest games of the year, with Grand Island storming back in the final 2 frames, scoring 15 unanswered runs after trailing by 8 to win 19-12, the highest scoring contest in the DBL so far. Tonight features 2 of the league's most explosive offensives, so get ready for the bats to get noisy. First pitch is just moments away, and Baylor, Sunday night, Fremont looked like they were in complete control. They dominated the game. Top of the 7th inning, you have to go to some of your position players. How do you prevent a night like that, if that situation pops up, from repeating again?
Well, they're going to need their pitchers to go far. And that one, it was really because Keegan Hansen had some sort of injury, and when he pitched in the 7th inning, so that brought Matthew Marceau in the 8th, and then Braden Mitchell in the 9th. And when we don't have pitchers on the mound, Grand Island will take advantage.
Now, the good news for the Moo, they did just have 2 new pitchers arrive, Brecken Mason and Darren Safransky, as the count is now 1-1 with Wyatt Henry on the mound facing off against Ian Rodriguez. The good news is they have a lot of reinforcements. They also just added Evan Androvit, who will be a catcher for the Moo, and Carter McPeak, who is in the 7-hole tonight in the batting order as Wyatt misses away. Now it's 2-1. So good news for Jonathan Thornhill, as he got a lot of new faces from a lot of new places. And this team will look to have a strong second half to this season. First half is under the books. Fremont Moo 9-14 in their first 23 games. They sit at the bottom of the order. And this is going to be an important 4-game stretch against Grand Island and Salina, as this one is popped into center field by Rodriguez. Malatesta is there for the catch. 5 pitches, 1 out for Wyatt Henry.
Yeah, as you said, Fremont came into this game a little bit down in the standings after 2 losses in a row, chasing Grand Island in the 2nd spot to as only the top 2 teams in this league face in the championship series at the beginning of August. But Fremont has plenty of time to get there, and as you said, plenty of reinforcements for the second half of the season.
They're 6-4 in their past 10 games, as Henry's breaking ball misses the upper edge of the zone. 1-0 now for Broxton Barrientos. Yesterday night was 2 of 4 with a home run and an RBI single, and now he's got a hitter count with 2-0. And Baylor also, good news for the Moo, no Sawyer Slade in the lineup for the Fightin' Cranes. He hit 3 home runs back to back to back, as this one is softly hit over to Leahy, picks it up in the grass, and he's not going to be able to make a throw. It's going to be an infield single. But back to Slade, he had 10 RBIs. 2 of those home runs were grand slams. He looked unstoppable in those 8th and 9th innings.
Yeah, that was honestly, you said it was just insane, and you said it during the broadcast. You were just speechless based on those home runs. It was just such an insane game from both sides, and Slade was a big piece of that with his, 3 home runs and back-to-back-to-back ABs, bringing in 9 ABs and 9 RBIs and just 3 at-bats.
Now up to the plate is Anderson Sherm, who grounds a ball down the third base line. It's 0-1 to the 3-hole batter for Grand Island. Broxton Barrientos stands on first after he had a half swing, put it softly to the left side of the infield, and Leahy couldn't make the throw down to first.
It was almost a bunt.
This ball is popped into right field. Tyler Schroeder back on it. Backpedals, makes the catch for out number 2.
Pretty routine play there by Tyler Schroeder, and nice to get out here on a great batter here in Anderson Sherm.
Now up to the plate is Rylan Evans. He hasn't played since the 22nd, where he was 1 for 3 with a walk in that game. Coming into tonight with a 200 batting average. This is the part of the order that Henry needs to attack. This Grand Island offense is top heavy. 11 of the 14 runs were manufactured by the first 5 batters in the top of that 8th and 9th innings. This one is cracked into right field. Barrientos is going to end up over on third base. It's the second hit. Tyler Schroeder puts the throw into the infield. Runners on the corners now for Grand Island.
Yeah, and you said it. Rylan Evans didn't appear in the circle, at the plate in a few games, but he did pitch in the last game against Fremont. Threw 1 inning with 0 earned runs and only gave up 2 hits. We've seen him in lots of places tonight. He's at shortstop. We've also seen him in the outfield. A really versatile asset for this Grand Island Fightin' Cranes squad.
Henry will face off against Sebastian Davila, a new player for this Grand Island side. His first at-bat of the year. He's in the DH spot. He's got Barrientos on third and Evans on first. He'll put this one into center field. Malatesta is back on it, and he'll put it into his glove for out number 3. So Henry gets out of some trouble with runners on the corners, forces a fly out to Davila. We'll head to the bottom of the first. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors as well. First, we'd like to thank Methodist Fremont Health. When it comes to caring for the Fremont community, Methodist Fremont Health is here 24/7 with trusted doctors, nurses, and healthcare services for patients and families across Dodge County. Compassionate care close to home. Next, we'd like to thank Subway, home of the legendary footlong, stacked with all your favorite toppings and made fresh right in front of you. Next time hunger steps up to the plate, head to Subway, located at 549 East 23rd Street, and knock it out of the park. Subway, eat fresh. Lastly, we'd like to thank Raising Cane's. Tonight's game is brought to you by Raising Cane's, serving hot chicken fingers, fresh Texas toast, and quality meals made fresh every day. Stop by their Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a meal after the game. Now up on defense are the Fightin' Cranes, and at the plate will be Fremont. We'll take a look at this batting order for the home side. It'll be Ripken Fleck in the 1 spot, Malatesta behind him in the 2, Wyatt Throckmorton in the 3 hole, Easton Leahy batting cleanup, Burke Yassa just behind him in the 5 spot, Matthew Marceau in 6th, Carter McPeak, a new player for the Moo from Lincoln, Nebraska, and also is attending Augustana, will be in the 7th spot. Eamon O'Gorman in the 2 hole, and Tyler Schroeder will round things up in the 9th spot. And on the mound will be Alan Chorba, and Baylor, he's a pretty good pitcher to have, one of the aces for this Fightin' Cranes. 29 total innings, 4.03 ERA, 29 strikeouts, 17 balls. If it's a guy you want on the mound, it's this one.
Yeah, this is one of the few guys that Fremont hasn't seen yet this season. He's appeared in 6 different games, but none of those have been in against Fremont. The last time he was up, though, he played against Salina on June 24th and only pitched in 2 innings where he gave up 3 runs, only had 1 strikeout, with 3 hits and had 2 walks. So teams have taken advantage of him. We'll hope that Fremont can do that today if they want to plate some runners.
He has 4 starts on the year. This is his 5th. He's came in as a relief pitcher twice. He can give you 5 to 8 innings if he's on his stuff. Ripken Fleck, it'll be a righty on lefty matchup, will stand to the right-handed batter's box. Bottom of the first, and Chorba's first pitch is a fastball in the inside corner that's called for ball 1.
Left-handed pitcher from Olanay Community or Central College, but he's looking for a new home after 2 seasons there.
The 1-0 will miss outside, and now it's 2-0, a hitter's count for Fleck, who has been on a roll. 7 of 10 in the past 2 games, 5 singles, 1 double, and a 2-run home run. He was 3 of 5 yesterday. That's where his 2-run home run came in. Next pitch is inside, another fastball, 3-0 for Fleck.
Yeah, and Fleck's actually tied with Grand Island Sawyer Slade for the league lead in hits with 33 on the season.
Let's see if he can get number 34 and overtake that mantle from Slade, who he shares it with. The 3-0 will miss high. It's 4 straight balls from Alan Chorba, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Moo.
Yeah, you got to get runners on. They did that very well in that last game and played at 12 runners. Just their defense wasn't behind them late. Can't do much better offensively, and they'll hope to repeat that tonight.
I'd say this Fremont pitching staff doesn't have to be dominant. They haven't been dominant all year, but their offense can really carry the load. I would just say consistency throughout your starters and relief pitchers is going to be key tonight. You can't give up a big inning like they did against Grand Island.
Yeah, their pitching staff sits at the bottom of the league with an 8.72 ERA and a 1.87 whip. But offensively, they are second in the league in batting average. Not too far behind that in OBP at 415, slugging 370. Also have 11 home runs hit on the season, so definitely some strong bats for this Fremont squad.
1-1 for Malatesta, who's now in the right-handed batter's box. That pitch is in there for strike number 2. This is a batter that's comfortable with 2 strikes in the count. He does a good job of fouling off pitches, and he has a very disciplined eye. 541 on base percentage. Flex already on board. Here's the 1-2. That one, did it hit him? Yes, it did. Just caught the tip of his elbow guard on his left arm. Runners on first and second with nobody away as Chorba hits Malatesta with a pitch.
Yeah, that was a fastball. Looked like it did a little bit of damage on Malatesta. Either way, though, he'll take his base. First 2 base runners on early for Fremont. They're looking solid.
Fleck on second, Malatesta on first. Throckmorton at the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup. Throckmorton playing left field tonight from Albia, Iowa. Just committed to St. Cloud State. Congratulations to him. He found a new home. First pitch he sees is high and outside, ball 1.
And his other teammate, Braden Mitchell, who plays here for the Moo, and they also were teammates at Southwestern Iowa Community College, is also headed there, so they're going to package deal up at St. Cloud State.
Kudos to those 2 players. Here's the 1-0 to Throckmorton. That one misses high as well, 2-0. And also, your eyes do not deceive you. There are not 2 umpires out in the field. There's just 1. So he is going to be the only umpire out there. He'll be calling pitches in the zone and also everything on the base path. That pitch will catch the outside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. It's always tough when you're the only umpire out in the field and you have to call everything.
Yeah, especially in a high-stakes matchup in college leagues. You know, sometimes you can do it at those lower levels, coach pitch or off a T-ball, but it's not easy here at this level.
2-1 for Throckmorton. He was 2 of 4 yesterday with 2 singles. Swings at this one, and it's going to be fouled out of play, 2-2.
And these top 3 batters for Fremont are just all 3 outstanding. Each of the 3 of them is slugging over getting on base over 400, and also hitting in the 350s. Very solid from these first 3 batters.
They are the table setters for this offense. When they combined 7 of 13, they had over half the hits on Sunday night's game. The 2-2, Throckmorton will leave high. Now it's a full count. Fleck still on second, Malatesta on first. A good opportunity for the Moo to start ahead once again. They were down early 1-0 on Sunday after a Broxton Barrientos solo shot, but fired back in the middle innings for a big lead. That pitch will miss outside. It's a walk, hit by pitch, and a walk, and the bases are juiced for Fremont.
And Easton Leahy, the cleanup man, is in a big spot. Last time up, he went 1 for 3 and had 2 RBIs. So far, the season has 14. Good for 4th on the team, and he's looking to add some more here.
That will force head coach for the Grand Island, Kevin Grant, to come out for a mound visit. Not the start you wanted from Chorba. He'll spend some time up there. Fleck now over on third, Malatesta on second, and Throckmorton on first. Leahy will be at the plate. Hails from Omaha, Nebraska, currently attending Wayne State. Batting .299 on the year, .387 on base percentage, 23 hits and 14 ribbies. Fremont has yet to get a hit, yet they have the bases loaded. They've been patient at the plate, and it's paid off. The home plate umpire will come out and tell Kevin Grant to wrap things up. It was a long mound conversation. Alan Chorba will look to compose himself. He's in a big pickle here. Bottom of the first, bases are jacked. Easton Leahy will have a righty on lefty matchup. Here we go. He twirls his bat as Chorba comes set. First pitch is inside as Leahy will scoot out of the way. It's 1-0. It's been a tight zone as well. These pitchers have to be pinpoint accurate. The 1-0. That one will catch the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Great location there from Alan Chorba, just right on the black in that inside corner.
Leahy will be ready to swing. One pitch is left inside again, nearly the same spot. Different call. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Chorba's really attacking Leahy's inside. See if he continues that for the rest of this AB.
The 2-1. This one is put high into center field. Ty Harmsen is tracking it. He catches it. Fleck will tag up, as does Malatesta. 2 base runners will advance. 1 goes home. It's a sacrifice fly for Easton Leahy, and Fremont's on the board first.
A great at-bat there from Leahy. Get a runner in, give up an out, which you have the fortune to with none away. And Burke Yasa, another big RBI bat, is up to the plate now.
Yasa on the year, batting .263, .382 on base percentage, 15 hits with 15 RBIs. Kouchounet leads the team in RBIs, and Yasa's trying to catch up to him. Throckmorton on first, Malatesta on third. 1 away in the bottom of the first. That pitch will miss outside for Chorba. It's 1-0. Lefty on lefty matchup. Yasa playing first base tonight. Runners on the edges. That pitch misses low and outside, 2-0. Not the command that we're used to seeing from Chorba. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a sacrifice fly. He's also been behind in all of these counts. Here's the 2-0. That pitch will catch the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yasa will be ready to swing.
Yeah, as you said, Chorba came into this day with only a 1.28 whip, but allowed 3 walks early in this one.
Two-one pitch. Yasa will leave it outside. Now it's 3-1. A lot of hitters counts for these Fremont batters. Perfect opportunity to swing.
Yeah, and Yasa's been 0 for 3 in his last, 0 for 4 and then 0 for 3 in the last 2 performances before that. And been in kind of a slump, but before that was probably the best bat for Fremont. He's looking to get back to that form.
Sees a 3-1 pitch. It nearly beans him. It's a 5-pitch walk. Bases will be loaded again as Yasa will trot down to first base.
And just seeing your way onto the base path is so valuable when you are in kind of a slump. So hopefully that gets Yasa up and going for Fremont today if they're looking to plate some runners against a dangerous Grand Island squad.
There's nobody in the bullpen for Grand Island. Kevin Grant had his hand on his mouth. A little bit worried there in the dugout after another bases loaded opportunity for Fremont. Marceau will foul off the first pitch. On deck is Carter McPeak, the new man from Lincoln, Nebraska. He'll hope to get up in a big spot. Marceau, 1 of 5 yesterday, but had 3 RBIs. His RBI total is now up to 6. Malatesta on third, Throckmorton on first. Throckmorton on second, Yasa on first, and Marceau will leave that pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Fremont still without a hit, yet they have the bases loaded. Already in the lead with 1. Marceau takes a hack at that 1-1 pitch. 2 strikes in the count.
And just swung and missed at that high fastball. Chorba blew it right by him.
Infield is back. They're hoping for a double play. Marceau's got to be ready for an off speed, and that one is too far upstairs. 2-2.
A lot of pitches early here for Chorba.
He'll try to find the zone on this pitch. Steps off the mound. He's been taking his time with his pitches, slowed down just a bit with his delivery. Here's the 2-2. That one nearly hits Marceau in the head as he turns away, and it's another full count.
And Matthew Marceau has already walked 7 times, only 29 plate appearances so far this season, getting on base at over 48% of the time.
Half of his RBIs came yesterday night. Can he tack on a few more? The full count pitch is in the zone. Marceau cranks it deep into left field. Did he get enough of it? No, it hits the wall in midair. Base runners come around. Malatesta will score. Throckmorton will advance over to third base. And that is a long single that brings in a run.
Yeah, just off that 290 wall in left field, and Marceau should be a little bit thankful that ball in just about any other ballpark in this league is going to be caught on the warning track. Instead, it bounces off the wall and gets an RBI single.
He got a hold of it on a 3-2 count, nearly delivered it over the wall. Left fielder Dylan Etherton couldn't make a play on it, just watched it bounce in front of him. All the runners were tagging up, waiting to see what the outcome of the hit was, as Shorba misses outside to Carter McPeak. It landed in front of him and he threw it in, and only Malatesta was able to touch home plate. Throckmorton on third, Yasa on second, and now Marceau over on first. McPeak's first at-bat of the year. He has a 2-0 count. Had the opportunity to watch him in his ABs. He has some quick hands. Hasn't been able to swing yet. I assume he's waiting for a first pitch strike before he has the green light. 2-0. And now he'll foul that one back. It's 2-1.
And Carter McPeak, in his freshman season at Augustana, played in 5 games and racked up 6 hits with a .353 batting average there. Was one of the best batters, or best young batters for Augustana, and one of few young players who got playing time.
He steps up with the bases loaded and a 2-1 count. Leave that one high. It's now 3-1. Chorba in danger of walking home the batter. Still nobody in the bullpen for the Fightin' Cranes. And you'd hate to have to go to a relief pitcher this early. Chorba has just struggled to find the zone. Here's the 3-1. McPeak will leave it outside. It's not called as a strike. Throckmorton will be walked home. Bases still loaded.
And these Fremont batters just look so disciplined early in this one. They're not chasing anything or doing anything that they don't have to, and they're taking advantage, already up 3-0 in the first.
4 walks and a hit by pitch.
Third baseman, number 2.
Eamon O'Gorman will now be up at the plate. Was 2 of 3 with 2 walks yesterday. It'll be a lefty on lefty matchup. McPeak over on first, Marceau on second, Yasa on third. 1 out still in the bottom of the first and a 3-0 lead for Fremont. And the first pitch is a fastball in the zone, 0-1.
And Eamon O'Gorman has been hot recently. In 4 of his last 5 games, they've been multi-hits. All of them he's recorded at least 1 hit in. Also 4 RBIs in the stretch, so been very valuable so far, coming off a 2-for-3 performance on Sunday.
Up to 20 hits on the year as he leaves that fastball outside. He's looking for number 21. Another bases loaded opportunity for the Moo. This is an ideal start. 1-1. O'Gorman will swing on. It was a changeup on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A good location low on that inside edge of the zone from Chorba. Solid start to this at bat, and he's looking to regain control in this one.
A base knock would bring in 2 more. Here comes the 1-2. O'Gorman watches it outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. These batters have not chased. Only swinging at pitches in the zone. Here's the 2-2. O'Gorman puts this one in play, lines it down the left field line. He goes Oppo Taco. Base runners advancing everywhere. It's going to be a 2 RBI double for Eamon O'Gorman. And they're just adding fuel to the fire now.
And wow, what a nice knock from Eamon O'Gorman. It drops into left field on that, close to that left field line. It rolls all the way down to the warning track. O'Gorman slides easily into second on a stand-up double and brings 2 more runners in for Fremont, who are up early and looking unstoppable after that deflating performance on Sunday.
The perfect start if you want to take this game and have a get-back night. McPeak now on third, O'Gorman over on second. Fremont has almost batted the entire way around as Tyler Schroeder will come into the left-handed batter's box. He's got 2 on board. He's going to try to clear the bases with a hit and bring back up Fleck, who started this inning with a walk. First pitch that Schroeder sees is in the zone, a fastball in the upper part of the plate, 0-1. Two hits, 5 runs so far for Fremont. Schroeder lays off that pitch. That one missed at a higher location, 1-1. Schroeder, the right fielder from Stillwater, Minnesota. Played on the 27th, he went 0 for 5. Swings at this one, doesn't make contact with it, it's 1-2. Looking for a base hit. No double play opportunity for the Fightin' Cranes. McPeak again over on third. O'Gorman on second. 1-2. Schroeder will leave outside. It was a slider that missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. An early 5-0 advantage for Fremont. The 2-2. That one misses inside. Another good eye by Schroeder. It's a full count again.
There's the discipline of these Fremont batters early in this one. Schroeder has not swung at anything he didn't need to.
Chorba looking for out number 2. Here's his payoff. It's in the zone. Schroeder will swing and miss. Chorba will record his first punch out, but there's still just 2 outs.
That's a good breaking ball that ran away from Schroeder in that lefty on lefty matchup. Good placement there and good pitch. It still has to get out and through one more batter here, and it's a tough one in Ripken Fleck.
Back up for the second time in the bottom of the first. Walked in his first plate appearance. It was 4 straight balls. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch is high. It's 1-0. Another first pitch fastball. Seems like that's Chorba's MO so far. These batters have been extremely patient. They've already drawn 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Next one is launched into center field. Ty Harmsen is back there. He makes the catch as Fleck rounds first for the 3rd out. But Fremont in a great spot, up 5-0 as we head to the top of the second.
And that was a well-hit ball, too. Just unfortunately an out, a little bit too much under it and hit out into center field, but solid distance on that. Probably close to 300 feet. Still, great start here for Fremont, who's, as you said, looking to get their get back from Sunday.
They lead 5-0 as we head into the second frame. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Fremont Family YMCA. Looking to stay active this summer? Visit the Fremont Family YMCA on North Lincoln Avenue, offering fitness, youth programs, swimming, and more for the whole family. Next, we'd like to thank Visit Fremont in Dodge County. Planning your next Fremont adventure? Visit Fremont in Dodge County has everything from local events and dining to outdoor fun and family attractions in the heart of Nebraska. Lastly, we'd like to thank Buffalo Wild Wings. Catch every big play at Buffalo Wild Wings in Fremont, serving up wings, burgers, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action all week long. Stop by on East 23rd Street and make game day your favorite day of the week. Wyatt Henry will stay on the mound after facing his first 5 batters. Got out of a bit of a jam with runners on the corners. It'll be Sam Dinkelman in the left-handed batter's box to start off the top of the second. And now, with this inning, Henry will overtake Wyatt Throckmorton as the pitcher who's thrown in the most games. He's been the go-to pitcher for relief. This is a start for him after Chase Nelson was a late-game scratch.
All right, move fans. It's our beer batter.
We'll get more word on
Sam Dinkelman.
why he wasn't able to start today, hopefully later. And the first pitch from Henry is right down the middle, 0-1.
All beer will go down to $3 through the end of the inning.
As you said, only one more out needed from Wyatt Henry to overtake Throckmorton as the top innings thrower here for Fremont.
This one is a soft hit ball that Ripken Fleck will call off Eamon O'Gorman for. His hat falls off his head, but he makes the grab. 2 pitches, 1 out.
I think Ripken Fleck was trying to show off, ran some distance on that one. O'Gorman only had to take a few steps on a back pedal, but he lets Fleck wave him off, and he'll collect the first out.
Aiden Marshall will now come to the plate. 7-hole batter for the Fightin' Cranes. Was 2 for 4 on a game that he played on the 25th. It's been nearly a week since he's been inserted into the lineup. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and he pitched in 2 innings in the last time against Fremont. Gave up no earned runs, had a strikeout, 1 hit given up, and 1 walk.
And that's the first batter that Henry will hit. It's the third base runner for the Fightin' Cranes. Marshall over on first after the hit by pitch. 1 away, a runner on the first base bag, and the 8-hole Dylan Etherton now in the right-handed batter's box.
Just be careful when you're pronouncing Eamon's name. I think some of you guys might have been saying like Eamon. Just make sure they're saying Eamon. That's what Eddie said earlier.
First pitch is fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now as Etherton swings and misses on a fastball on the outside corner.
Good location there from Henry. Looking to get his first K of the day here.
He's got 12 on the year. That one will catch the outside corner of the plate as Leahy will frame it. It's a punch out for Wyatt Henry.
So the last pitch he throws on the outside corner upstairs, and this time he finds the bottom outside corner. Gets that strikeout looking, and just absolutely electric work here from Wyatt Henry.
2 outs, and now it's the bottom of the order for the Fightin' Cranes. Ty Harmsen in the left-handed batter's box. Center fielder from Davenport, Iowa, was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in the last game these two played. This one is popped up. It's going to be out of play. It'll be 0-1 for Harmsen.
And Harmsen was subbed out for Dylan Etherton. Pinch hit for, but Harmsen was a very, very great fielder in that one. Chased down a lot of balls. Had a lot of range in that one in every area of the center field at Moeller Field.
Next pitch from Henry will miss outside. A fastball not called for strike number 2. 1-1 for the 9-hole man. Marshall over on first after the hit by pitch. Here's the 1-1. This one takes a half swing at it. Will launch it out of play. It's 1-2. Henry has been commanding so far. Started ahead in a lot of these counts. Has yet to give up a walk, just 1 hit by pitch. That one is on the outside corner. He was ready to head back into the dugout. That was not called for strike 3. That looked pretty good, though.
Yeah, that was right off that outside corner. Good location from Henry. Umpire does not rule it a strike, though, so he'll have to step back up to the bump.
2-2. Marshall goes, swing and a miss. It's not going to matter. Ty Harmsen chases for out number 3, and it's back-to-back Ks for Wyatt Henry to end the top of the second.
Henry is wheeling and dealing so far in this one, and Easton Leahy even wanted to catch a base runner stealing with Aiden Marshall. Leads the league in that tally so far this season, but you can just sit back and walk back to the dugout after that strikeout from Wyatt Henry.
Henry doesn't give him the chance to throw down.
All right, move fans.
Back-to-back Ks will head to the bottom of the second. First, we'd like to thank Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC. Need your lawn looking game ready? Indra Mowing and Tree Care LLC provides landscaping, tree care, and snow removal services across Fremont and the surrounding area. Give them a call at 402-720-5944 and let the pros handle the hard work. Next, we'd like to thank S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse. Tonight's game is brought to you by S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse, Fremont's local choice for trash, recycling, and dumpster services. From home cleanups to construction projects, S2 Roll-Offs keeps our community clean. Lastly, we'd like to thank Tommy's Express Car Wash. Need a quick clean before first pitch? Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont keeps your ride shining with fast, high-quality washes and free vacuums to finish the job.
Center fielder, number 12.
Bottom of the second inning, 5-0 lead for Fremont. At the plate will be Giovanni Malatesta, second plate appearance in 2 innings. First time he came up to the plate, he was hit on his elbow guard on his left arm for a hit by pitch. He was able to then come around and score for the second run. The first pitch he sees, he'll loft it into shallow right field, and there for the catch is Broxton Barrientos. 1 pitch, 1 out, and a better start to this inning for Chorba.
Yeah, and Giovanni Malatesta, first pitch swing there. Not always you see that out of him, but either way, it's an out there for Grand Island early.
Throckmorton will step back into the left-handed batter's box. Walked in his first plate appearance. 1 away in the bottom of the second. First pitch is high. It's 1-0. Throckmorton batting .340 on the year, .527 on base percentage. Trying to get to 20 hits today. He has 18. Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-0. It's another hitter's count for a Fremont batter. Here is the 2-0. That one will catch the bottom outside corner of the plate. It's 2-1.
And way to find the zone after giving up 2 early strikes from Chorba there.
2-1. Throckmorton puts this one in play. It's a high fly ball that's going to stay in the ballpark, in foul territory on that third base line, and Sam Dinkelman makes the catch.
Yeah, and 3 straight outs on the top 3 batters for Fremont is not an easy thing to do at all. Fleck is getting on base over 400 at 435 with Malatesta and Throckmorton both well above 500. Good work here from Chorba after struggling in the top or bottom of the first inning.
Easton Leahy will come back up. Hit a sacrifice fly in his first plate appearance. First pitch is a strike on the inside half. He brought home the first run. Has 1 RBI on the evening. Now he has 15 ribbies on the year. The 0-1 from Chorba. This one is put into play. A sharp ground ball to the left side of the infield. Evans is not able to make a clean throw. We'll put that down as an infield single. That was a hard play to make. And it'll be another hit for Easton Leahy.
And Rylan Evans had a couple of errors the first time he played at shortstop for Grand Island when Fremont saw them. In left field, he looked at, or right field, I'm sorry, he looked a little bit more comfortable later on in that series, but there's an early mistake there as he throws it off the bag from Marshall, and Leahy gets on.
Burke Yassa will now come to the plate. Walked in his first plate appearance. First pitch he sees is high and inside. It's 1-0. Yassa from Thornton, Colorado, currently attending Southeast Community College. The 1-0 pitch, he'll swing off and foul back. It's now 1-1. He's got Leahy over on first base after his infield single. A much different inning for Chorba after he wasn't able to find the strike zone consistently in the bottom of the first. Yassa again will foul this one off, this time the opposite direction. It's 1-2. offense is looking for a little two-out rally to increase their advantage. Chorba looking for his second strikeout. Here's his 1-2. Burkyasa will swing and miss at a slider that curves out of the zone. He'll go down swinging for out number 3. A much different inning. Chorba saw 10 batters in the first inning, just 4 in this one.
Yeah, great slider from Alan Chorba that, as it happens with the lefties on that lefty matchup, it runs away from Yasa, so he chases it thinking it's a ball that's more inside. It's way out of the way and out of reach. Good strikeout there from Chorba.
As we go to the top of the third, Fremont ahead 5-0. We'll take this chance to thank our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Keel's Barbershop. If you're in need of a haircut, step up your style with Keel's Barbershop in downtown Fremont, delivering classic cuts, beard trims, and old-school barbershop service since 1974. Next, we'd like to thank Nebraska Lottery. Feeling lucky tonight? Nebraska Lottery gives Nebraskans the chance to win big while supporting programs across the state. Must be 19 to play. Lastly, we'd like to thank Methodist Fremont Health. From routine checkups to unexpected emergencies, Methodist Fremont Health is proud to serve the people of Fremont and Dodge County. With experienced providers and compassionate care, they're helping keep our community healthy every day. 2 innings in the books. Wyatt Henry has done a solid job on the rubber for the Moo. 2 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, and also 2 strikeouts to add to his name. He'll face off against the leadoff batter Ian Rodriguez, who's playing second base tonight for the Fightin Cranes. Was 1 for 4 on Sunday with a walk. Batting .375 on the year, .500 on-base percentage. One of the main reasons he's in that leadoff spot. He's got 15 hits and 11 RBIs. Flew out in his first plate appearance. As it's Chad, Nebraska night, we take this opportunity to thank some great agencies with great causes and great missions and goals. Top of the order again for the Cranes as they bat around in 3 innings. Top of the third, 5-0 lead for the Moo. Henry comes quickly to the plate with a fastball down the middle. He'll look to go 3 consecutive punch-outs as that's a curveball that drops into the zone, 0-2.
Great breaking ball there. Sped him up with a fastball, then retreats with the breaking ball that drops into the zone from up. Good work here from Henry.
0-2 pitch. Misses high and outside. Leahy was positioned out there. Didn't get the chase. It's 1-2.
And Henry's attacking the top of the zone a lot early in this at-bat.
The 1-2 pitch is not going to be a hit by pitch. He definitely extended his arm to get purposely hit with that ball, and the umpire's on top of it.
Yeah, that might be about as obvious of a lean in as you can possibly have in baseball. Rodriguez just dipped his shoulder into the ball.
Kevin Grant asking for an explanation, and the home plate umpire will give him what he saw. And that's going to be strike number 3 as well. The batter will head back toward the dugout. You are not allowed to purposely lean into a pitch and get hit with it. And now Grant not happy with the call. He's a little steamed as he talks with the umpire. He's not going to change the call, and it's another strikeout for Wyatt Henry.
Yeah, and I get you have to battle for your guys, but I'm not really sure what Kevin Grant saw there. It was pretty clear that Rodriguez dipped his shoulder into that ball.
3 straight punch-outs for Henry, and now it's Broxton Barrientos up at the plate. He'll foul off the first pitch out of play. It's 0-1. Got on base with an infield single and was 90 feet away from being the first runner to touch home plate, but Henry was able to force Sebastian Davila into a flyout. He's been a dangerous batter, hit a home run on Sunday. Now it's 1-1 as a fastball misses high.
Yeah, definitely a dangerous batter. Has 3 home runs at Moeller Field in the last week alone, 2 on Thursday and 1 on Sunday.
This one is popped up. It's going to be in play. Easton Leahy is there, throws off his helmet, and makes the catch in his leather for out number 2.
Good work out by Wyatt Henry to not give Barrientos anything he could get put too much behind. It's too low on that one. Hit it sky high to Leahy back behind. Collects a second out here in this young inning.
And sometimes that can be a tough play as well. As a catcher, you have to throw off your headgear and then locate the ball. And also, the sun was also an obstacle there, definitely shining in his eyes. A good play behind the plate for out number 2 as Wyatt delivers. And Anderson will foul off the first pitch. It's 0-1.
It helps that Leahy had a lot of time on that play. It was hit very, very high. Some of those fast hit, less hit foul balls are much more difficult to do so, but Leahy made that one look effortless.
0-1 is now 1-1 as a fastball misses outside. Sherm is 0 for 1 with a flyout. And so far, he's done a good job of limiting these first 3 batters on this top-heavy offense. This one is shot out to left field. Throckmorton had no troubles with it. He makes the catch for out number 3. And Henry goes 1-2-3 in the top of the 3rd.
Wyatt Henry is looking to go far in this one. He's done excellent. Already through 3 innings of work, and I don't think the Fremont defense has been out there very long at all.
Not at all. It's been pretty quick innings for number 16. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll take this opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Subway. Subway is batting 1,000 when it comes to fresh flavor. Build your perfect sandwich, pile on your favorite toppings, and enjoy a meal made right in front of you. Visit Subway at 549 East 23rd Street. Subway, eat fresh. Next, we'd like to thank Raising Cane's. Whether you're celebrating a Moo victory or just working up an appetite at the ballpark, Raising Cane's is ready to serve. Stop by their Fremont location on East 23rd Street for fresh chicken fingers and a meal the whole family can enjoy. Lastly, we'd like to thank Fremont Family YMCA. Just like the Moo are staying active on the field tonight, you can stay active all summer long at the Fremont Family YMCA. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue for fitness, swimming, youth programs, and more for the whole family. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Alan Chorba still on the mound. Had a rough first inning. In the second, he had a much better performance, only needed to see 4 batters, and now that'll bring back up Matthew Marceau. He has one of the 3 hits for the Moo. He had an RBI single and was the first batter to reach with a base knock. Nearly sent it over the Moeller Monster, hit it in the air on a pitch that he cracked on a 3-2 count. He looked this time to put it over the left field fence. And probably the longest single we'll also see all season.
Yeah, definitely a very long one out there off the Moeller Monster out in left field.
1-0 for Marceau as Chorba will miss outside. Next pitch is going to be just foul. Nearly over that third base bag, but Sam Dinkelman would have been on it. He would have had a long throw and a speedy runner to throw out as well.
Yeah, I don't think Dinkelman gets Marceau out on that one. Marceau has been beating throws out all year, and I wouldn't expect that to change here.
1 ball, 1 strike. Chorba will come home, and his changeup misses outside. It's 2-1. These Fremont batters have had a good time at the plate. They have been patient as that pitch will catch the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Very good location from Chorba. I thought that one might have been a little bit out of reach. Instead, Blue rolls it in the strike zone, and Marceau is in a 2-2 count.
That one will miss outside and high. Another full count for Marceau. We know what he did last time with a pitch that was in the zone. Here's the payoff. It does not catch the inside corner of the plate. It's another walk, the 5th for Chorba. Good location was not called for strike 3, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Moo.
Yeah, and Chorba has not walked batters at this rate all season, only 17 as compared to 26 strikeouts. But in this one, he said 5 walks and only 2 strikeouts has been really uncharacteristic today.
Fresh count for Carter McPeak, the second time we've seen him all season. A new player for Jonathan Thornhill. He does an incredible job of recruiting. He's going to bring in about 8 players in the next week or so, which is so crucial for this team that has sometimes been in desperate need of arms and players.
Yeah, especially in this DBL where a lot of teams do not have those extra reinforcements. Coach Kevin Grant of Grand Island asked Jonathan Thornhill where he's finding these players at because it's been such a struggle for him, but Thornhill, as you said, has been an excellent recruiter for the Moo this season.
Grand Island also added a few new players to their roster as well, as a fastball misses outside. It's 3-0 for McPeak as Marceau will swipe a bag.
Yeah, pretty easy steal there from Marceau. Sherm didn't even look over after catching that ball way outside. That's Marceau over to second easy, and we avoid the double play.
3-0 for McPeak. Hasn't had a lot of chances to swing. That one will not catch the outside corner. It was framed by Sherm, but the home plate umpire says ball 4. And again, just like the first inning, the Moo have base runners on first and second with nobody away.
And Carter McPeak's 2 first at-bats as a Fremont or member of the Fremont Moo are pretty anticlimactic. He's seen 9 pitches, and 4 or 8 of them have been outside the zone, has 2 walks already, and only 1 foul ball hit back behind in the netting, so nothing he's even put in play. Only 1 swing so far.
O'Gorman in the left-handed batter's box. Lefty on lefty matchup. Hit a 2 RBI double in his first plate appearance. First pitch he sees, puts into center field. Ty Harmsen is there to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out, but good contact from Eamon O'Gorman.
And that range from Harmsen is displayed again there. Not as far as he's had to go in every single game. He made a diving catch in that last game against Fremont, but again, he just makes it look easy out there, gets that ball with plenty of time and collects the first out here in the top of the 3rd.
Schroeder will come into the left-handed batter's box. 0 for 1, struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. One of the few batters that Chorber got ahead of. He's got McPeak on first and Marceau on second. Marceau taking third base. Sherm couldn't get it out of his glove on the transfer, and it's another stolen bag for Marceau.
Yeah, and I think if Sherm made that transfer, he would have gotten the out there. Marceau was still had about a third of the base travel or base path to get to when Sherm looked over there, but he didn't get the transfer in time, and Marceau is now at third, just 90 feet away.
Schroeder will take a 1-0 pitch on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grand Island has a bit of a shift going. Their shortstop, Rylan Evans, has shifted all the way over to the left, nearly on top of that second base bag. He's expecting the ball to go over that way as Schroeder will leave a pitch outside and low.
Yeah, and the second baseman, Ian Rodriguez, has shifted pretty far away from that second base bag as well. So an extended 4-6 hole over to that left side for Schroeder.
Runners on the edges. Schroeder will foul one back off the bottom of his bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The infield is also back. They're prepping for a double play. Here's the 2-2. It's put in the zone. It's put to the left side of the infield. And the play is not going to be made. That's going to go down as an E6. Rylan Evans couldn't get it on the backhand. Marceau's going to head home, and everybody's going to be safe. And a tough play for Grand Island.
Yeah, really unfortunate there for Grand Island. Rylan Evans just bobbles that ball out of the glove, could not make the transfer in time. And that brings in a runner in what could have been an inning-ending double play.
It's something the Moo have done well. Put the ball in play and make the defense make a play. Rylan Evans not able to do so. Now runners on first and second as Schroeder reaches on an air. Fleck up for the 3rd time in 3 innings. First pitch he sees misses low. It's 1-0. Fleck is 0 for 1, walked in his first plate appearance and then flew out on his second. He has McPeak on second and Schroeder on first. Still one away in the bottom of the third. Wanted to swing at that pitch, laid off on it. Good decision, as now it's 2-0.
And Rupkin Fleck has been very disciplined. Walked in his first at-bat and nearly did the same in his second. He ended up flying out, but still he's been very disciplined, and it's not what we've seen. A lot of times Fleck has put the ball in play in 94 at-bats, only walked 9 times and struck out 13.
This ball is put deep into right center field. Harmsen is there to make the catch on the run. McPeak is going to tag up. Schroeder will stay on first. Runners on the corners as Fleck will fly out to center field. But one base runner does advance.
Yeah, second ball, that Fleck has hit pretty well. Just another out there collected by Ty Harmsen.
Malatesta will come back up to the plate. Was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Flew out in his second. He's got McPeak on third and Schroeder on first. Fremont has already added another run to their tally. They lead 6-0. Malatesta was 2 of 4 on Sunday night with a walk. He's got the highest on-base percentage on this Fremont squad, and he has a 1-0 count. This ball is in the zone. Malatesta will swing, and it's put out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It misses the outside corner, a fastball. 2-1 now for Fremont's 2-hole batter.
A good eye there from Giovanni Malatesta. 15 walks on the season. As you said, getting on base at .541. For the top on the team. Expect more of that for him tonight.
2-1 pitch. Schroeder goes, and Malatesta will foul off another ball. Schroeder's going to head back to first. 2-2.
Kind of unfortunate that was a foul ball because Schroeder had that base stolen with relative ease. That ball, Sherm was probably going to catch as Schroeder was touching the bag. Instead, he'll have to walk back on that foul ball.
He got a good jump. We'll see if he tries to do the same thing again. Here's the 2-2. Malatesta fouls this one back again, and he stays alive. Fremont looking for run number 7. And another good eye from Malatesta. A fastball that Chorba tried to get him to chase. Misses the upper part of the zone. It's a full count.
Absolutely great eye there by Giovanni Malatesta. That ball is just above the zone, barely. But he watches it in. It was that box like the back of his hand.
Payoff pitch. Schroeder goes, and he's going to be rung up. That pitch hasn't been called regularly so far in this matchup. Malatesta a little bit upset on the strike 3 call. The payoff pitch is in the zone for Chorba. He gets his second punch out and leaves base runners stranded on third and first.
Yeah, and Malatesta thought that he was taking his base there. Instead, he has to take his way back to the dugout and end the inning on that backwards K.
Fremont are able to put up another run, though. They lead 6-0 as 3 innings are in the books. We'll thank our sponsors before the 4th. First, we'd like to thank Visit Fremont and Dodge County. There's always something happening in Fremont and Dodge County. Whether you're searching for great food, community events, unique shops, or outdoor recreation, you'll find plenty to explore right here in the heart of Nebraska. Next, we'd like to thank Buffalo Wild Wings. Fans, if you're not ready for the night to end after the final out, Buffalo Wild Wings has you covered. Grab a seat, order your favorite wings, and keep the sports action going at their Fremont location on East 23rd Street. Lastly, we'd like to thank Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC. Just like a ball field needs a grounds crew to keep it in top shape, your property needs the right team too. Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC provides lawn care, tree services, and snow removal throughout Fremont and the surrounding area. Give them a call at 402-720-5944. Here comes Rylan Evans to face off for the second time against Wyatt Henry. Evans reached the base path with a single, and a breaking ball from Henry catches the zone. It's 0-1. One of two batters to get on board with a base hit. This one is fouled off, a fastball, 0-2.
0-2 count is just where Wyatt Henry wants to be, and he's been absolutely cooking through these last few innings, and so far this start.
He has 3 strikeouts, looking to add another victim. Leahy motions for an outside pitch. It's inside, but it doesn't matter. Evans will strike out swinging. 3 pitches, all in the zone. Evans couldn't make contact with any of them.
Wow, that's all I have to say after this start from Wyatt Henry. He wasn't even prepped to start today. It was supposed to be Chase Nelson, but we don't know exactly what happened to him. So Wyatt Henry comes out here and he looks as comfortable as ever.
That curveball will miss on the outside edge. 1-0 for Sebastian Davila. A new player for this Fighting Cranes side, and he is left swinging and missing on that pitch. 1-1. Davila will leave it outside, but it's called for strike 2. Now it seems like that's a call the umpire is giving. We'll see if Henry attacks it again. He comes quickly to the plate, and Davila is able to just foul that one off. The count will remain the same.
Yeah, and Davila has to protect now with this wider strike zone from the umpire, and Henry throwing so many strikes, way to make contact there and stay alive.
The 1-2 is called as strike number 3. Wyatt Henry is in his bag of tricks, striking out batter after batter.
And that ball just had so much break on it. Absolutely perfectly placed ball by Wyatt Henry, and gets his 5th K of the day.
His tally is now at 17 on the year. Now he'll face off against Sam Dinkelman. Forced him into an easy pop-up. It's another swing and miss from a Fighting Cranes batter.
I don't have anything to say. Wyatt Henry is absolutely destroying these Fighting Cranes batters in these last couple of innings.
Dinkelman decides to try and square for a bunt. The pitch misses out of the zone, a fastball on the upper part of the plate. It's 1-1. Now Eamon O'Gorman is ready if he tries to square again. Swing and a miss. A slider in and low. It's 1-2.
Just another well-placed ball from Wyatt Henry, as you said, in and low in that bottom inside corner. And Dinkelman was just fooled by the break.
Looking to strike out the side. Cowbells are ringing. Here's the 1-2. It misses high. A good location. Couldn't get Dinkelman to chase. Evens at 2-2. Here's his 2-2 pitch. This one is put softly. Wyatt Henry makes a great play, and the throw might have been a bit off. Yasa may have had to take his eyes off the ball as Dinkelman was racing toward first. It could have been a 1-2-3 inning, and instead, Dinkelman gets on board with an error.
And that's kind of unfortunate that Wyatt Henry's phenomenal play reaching out for that ball ended up in an error, and Dinkelman got on base. I'm not quite sure if that was Yasa's fault or Henry's fault. It looked to be a little bit off the bag, and in Yasa's way to make that play was Dinkelman. So just kind of a misplaced ball on each player's part, but what an excellent catch there by Henry. Saved that ball going up through the gap. In the end, though, it didn't even matter.
A nice defensive play, but he'll have to face another batter. This one is launched into left field. Throckmorton may have not seen it for the first few seconds it was in the air. Finally does get his eyes on it. Makes the catch, didn't have to move much, and after that error, it's one pitch, one out, and still No runs coming to the plate for the Fightin' Cranes.
Yeah, as you said it, he kind of looked a little bit lost out there before that catch, but then looks up. Oh, there's a ball coming my way. Takes a few steps and collects the easy out. Henry's now through 4 scoreless innings.
It could have potentially been disastrous after that error at first base, and then you don't catch a ball in left field. Momentum could have shifted toward Grand Island, but instead, Fremont is able to shore it up. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th with the home side up 6-0. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Tommy's Express Car Wash. Fans, if your vehicle has picked up a few more hits than you'd like lately, stop by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Their quick, high-quality washes and free vacuums will have your ride looking like it just came off the showroom floor. Next, we'd like to thank Keel's Barbershop. Just like a ball player likes to look sharp on game day, you can keep your look in top form with a visit to Keel's Barbershop. Serving Fremont since 1974, they're bringing classic barbering and friendly service to every customer who walks through the door. Lastly, we'll thank the Nebraska Lottery. The Nebraska Lottery offers Nebraskans the chance to win exciting prizes while helping support important programs and initiatives across the state. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. Bottom of the 4th inning, 6-0 lead for Fremont. Wyatt Throckmorton at the plate will face off against Chorba for the 3rd time, and his fastball catches the upper edge of the zone. It's 0-1. And now he's finding the zone a lot better than he did in the 1st inning. Throckmorton will foul this one out of play. It'll be 0-2.
Yeah, Alan Chorba has not looked the same as he did in that 1st inning in these last 2. He gave up a run in the last inning, but was not his fault. It was thanks to an error by Rylan Evans at shortstop. What could have been an inning-ending double play actually turned into 2 base runners getting on and Matthew Marceau scoring. So since the 1st inning, he has not given up an earned run and gotten through batters pretty well.
His slider trails away from the plate. It's 1-2. Throckmorton 0 for 1. Walk and a pop-up has been his night so far. 1-2 from Chorba, and he's going to be rung up. A fastball catches the outside corner, and Throckmorton will have to head back toward the dugout.
Now, that ball looked to be pretty decently far outside from my eye, but with this wider extended zone from the umpire, it's a strikeout, and he's been calling it both ways, so you can't really complain. Just looked to be a little far away.
1 batter, 1 out. Easton Leahy will come back up. First pitch he sees will miss on the inside corner. Sherm couldn't squeeze it. It'll be 1-0. Leahy had a sacrifice fly and then an infield single. Batting .299 on the year, .387 on base percentage. And this is lined right over to the first baseman, Aiden Marshall. Leahy waited back on the pitch, but just right to a Grand Island defender.
Well hit ball just perfectly over to Marshall at first base. Had that gone in another location, it's probably a base hit. Instead, it's an out.
That'll bring up Burke Yassa. Chorba trying to go 1-2-3. This would be his quickest inning so far. That pitch will miss the glove of Sherm. It's 1-0. And now there is a pitcher in the bullpen for Grand Island. I would think that Grant would want Chorba to maybe go at least one more inning. That pitch is in the zone, a fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yassa is 0 for 1, walked and struck out swinging in his first 2 plate appearances. That pitch nearly hits him. It's 2-1. That pitch will miss inside and low. Couldn't catch the bottom corner. It's a hitter's count now for the 5-hole man.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Three-one pitch. It's in the zone. Yassa will swing at it. It's a changeup that got him going a bit early.
Yeah, and that was another pitch on the outside edge. Yasa, knowing the strike zone that the umpires had in these last couple of innings, he swings at it just a little bit too far out of reach, and it's a strike.
Payoff pitch coming up for Chorba. He's got 4 strikeouts on his night. Here's the 3-2. Yasa leaves it inside. The umpire does not call that for strike 3. And it's a 2-out walk to extend this frame.
Yeah, now Fremont can do some damage with 2 outs, and Matthew Marceau, who's gotten on base in both of his appearances so far, can do some damage here with 2 outs.
That's the 7th walk for Alan Chorba. He's been finding the zone a little more recently in these past few innings, but still has given up some free base passes. Marceau now comes to the plate. That pitch will miss outside, another first pitch fastball. Marceau 1 for 1, an RBI single and a walk. The 1-0 is popped up. It's not going to stay in play. That one goes into Grand Island's dugout, takes a hop into the roof of the away side. It's 1-1. Yasa on first. Marceau trying to bring him around. Fremont still sits at 3 hits. 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled off. This one a bit farther. Out of play and outside our fence here at Moeller Field. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A well hit ball by Marceau, just a little bit on the inside of his barrel, and it goes foul.
He's looking for his 5th RBI in 2 games. Sent one to the fence in his first plate appearance. Here's the 1-2. Marceau will leave it high and outside for ball number 2. On deck is Carter McPeak, the new man from Lincoln, Nebraska. 2-2. This one is going to be fouled off again. So far, that seems to be where Chorba is attacking, the inside corner of that plate. He's gotten Marceau to foul off some pitches on the inside. He's been jammed. 2-2 again. That one will miss high, and another good at bat from a Fremont batter.
Yeah, they've been, as I said, plenty of times in this game, they've just been so disciplined and watched so many balls that are close, but outside, Marceau works his way back from down 1-2, and now is in a full count.
Second consecutive payoff pitch. Here's Chorba's offering. Yasa goes, swing, and a miss from Matthew Marceau. Chorba's tally is now up to 5. He gets a batter to go down swinging. No 2-out rally for Fremont. We'll head to the top of the 5th with the score staying the same.
And Alan Chorba is following a similar path to what Jared Hardy did the last time he played off against Fremont. Had a struggle in the first inning, but since then, dialed it in, tightened it up. But now they just need their bats to get going if they want to get back in this one.
We will go to the top of the 5th. Wyatt Henry still on the mound for the Moo. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Methodist Fremont Health. When it comes to caring for the Fremont community, Methodist Fremont Health is here 24/7 with trusted doctors, nurses, and health care services for patients and families across Dodge County. Compassionate care close to home. Next, we'd like to thank Subway, home of the legendary footlong, stacked with all your favorite toppings and made fresh right in front of you. Next time hunger steps up to the plate, head to Subway, located at 549 East 23rd Street, and knock it out of the park. Subway, eat fresh. Lastly, we'd like to thank Raising Cane's. Tonight's game is brought to you by Raising Cane's, serving hot chicken fingers, fresh Texas toast, and quality meals made fresh every day. Stop by their Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a meal after the game.
All right, we'll stop there. Go Moo. Thank you all very much.
Top of the 5th inning. Henry still continuing his outing. He has been solid to start off on this pitching staff.
Left fielder, number 25.
Leads his team in innings pitched. And now he'll face off against Anderson Sherm as a breaking ball catches the inside half of the plate. Pardon me, this is Dylan Etherton, as this one is going to be fouled off. 0-2 now for Grand Island's 8-hole batter.
Another count that Wyatt Henry gets up to an early lead on. First pitch breaking ball on that inside corner. And then gets Etherton to foul one off again. He's just been dicing through these Grand Island batters.
This one is put down the first base line. Yasa is there as it flirts with the white chalk. And he throws it over to Henry for the first out.
Flirts with the white chalk is just about as well as you can put that. It was just right off that line. I thought it was going to go foul. Instead, it just hangs over there. Good thing, though, Burke Yasa is there to collect it for the Moo.
My apologies for the incorrect batter name. It's now Ty Harmsen. We're at the bottom of the order for Grand Island. It's 1-0 for the man who struck out swinging in his first plate appearance.
And that was a very speedy fastball. Wyatt Henry still has a lot of juice left here in the 5th inning.
Here's his 1-0 pitch. It's in the zone, and he gets Ty Harmsen to swing.
And Harmsen's already struck out once today and struck out 2 times in his last appearance.
This one is going to be put into play. Fleck is there to make the grab. And a nice play from the star shortstop for this Moo side.
Yeah, I mean, wow, what a great play. Fleck went to his right and got it. I couldn't quite tell if he got under it. Umpire rules that he did it. I couldn't quite tell if he gloved it and
Second baseman.
corralled it in, but he did, and that's another out here for Fremont.
Had to go down to the dirt, and his position aided him. He was able to come forward on the ball instead of having to track backward. This is another ball toward him. He makes a backhand attempt, and it's going to be off his glove. So after a great diving grab, he has a bit of a blunder, and it's going to be the second error for Fremont.
And honestly, I think that Rodriguez could have even gotten to the base had that not been an error. It took a while to get to Fleck, and it's a long throw. I'm not quite sure if he could have made it. He's proved that he could in plenty of points this season, but Rodriguez is a very speedy base runner.
Barrientos will now come to the plate as Henry's fastball is right on the outside corner. Barrientos 1 for 2, infield single and a pop-up. Since the first inning, Grand Island has not secured a hit. This one is swung and missed on. Leahy throws over to first base, nearly gets the left foot of Ian Rodriguez. It was a nice throw. Yasa was just a bit off the bag, turned around, tried to make the tag with his leather, just inches away from out number 3. Henry will throw over again. He's trying to keep the base runner honest. The runner will go now. Leahy throws down to second. It's in time. The home plate umpire says safe. And that's the downside of not having an infield umpire. It was a bang-bang play, but one that Fremont thought they had.
Yeah, I think just about everybody here, except for the umpire, thought that was an out. But as you said, only one here tonight. Rules that Leahy did not get him in time. It would have been his 9th caught stealing attempt of the season. Instead, Rodriguez gets the second.
Barrientos thought about swinging, did not. It's now 2-2. Henry will pick off over to second, and again, he nearly gets the base runner. That was a good idea from Fremont's starting pitcher, as Rodriguez has tried to steal his second base. Still a 2-2 count. Barrientos will leave that one high at his neck. It's 3-2. First time in a while that a runner has been in scoring position for the Fightin' Cranes. Here's the payoff pitch. It misses inside and high. And now runners are going to be on first and second. And if Grand Island can manufacture a few runs, that error by Fleck is going to come back to bite him.
Yeah, that ball just barely missed for Broxy Barrientos. He gets on base for the second time today, and he's been getting on base 487 heading into the day. But now it brings up Anderson Sherm, who is a dangerous batter so far this season. He's hitting 367, and hear this, 24 RBIs with 2 runners on. This is about as good of an opportunity as the Fightin' Cranes can get.
A nice guy to have at the plate for this away team. The first walk for Wyatt Henry. He's got 5 strikeouts. Looking for number 6 with Rodriguez on second and Barrientos on first. Grand Island trying to make a little bit of noise. They've been silent so far. First pitch is up in the zone. A fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Two outs in the top of the 5th. That one does not catch the inside half. Sherm was ready to pull the trigger, lays off. It's 2-0. One runner in scoring position. Cleanup batter in the on-deck circle. This one is going to be fouled off the top of his bat. It's 2-1. Here's Henry's 2-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball. It's going to be put into play. This is going to be a hard play to make, and Yasa is there. He makes the grab. Schroeder wasn't able to get there in time. Marceau was coming over. He wasn't able to get there in time, but Yasa is there on a bit of a bloop hit, and that's going to be out number 3, and the error is made up for by the first baseman.
Yeah, great work by Burke Yasa to track that one down. Not an easy spot at all. Right along that first base foul line and back behind him onto the grass, but he makes the play. And now Wyatt Henry is through 5 innings with 5 strikeouts and 0 earned runs. Great start from him if he's done for the day.
Jonathan Thornhill would like to see a few more innings, but one of his priorities is player safety and player health. We'll see how Wyatt Henry's arm feels if he can come back out for another inning. Someone who is coming back out for another inning is Alan Chorba. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Take this opportunity to thank some sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Fremont Family YMCA. Looking to stay active this summer? Visit the Fremont Family YMCA on North Lincoln Avenue, offering fitness, youth programs, swimming, and more for the whole family. Next, we'd like to thank Raising Cane's. Tonight's game is brought to you by Raising Cane's, serving hot chicken fingers, fresh Texas toast, and quality meals made fresh every day. Stop by their Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a meal after the game. Lastly, we'd like to thank Visit Fremont and Dodge County. Planning your next Fremont adventure? Visit Fremont and Dodge County has everything from local events and dining to outdoor fun and family attractions in the heart of Nebraska. And I was mistaken. It is a new pitcher and new player for Grand Island. Drew Fuller will now be on the mound for the away side. Alan Chorba's night is Alan Chorba's night is done. And it'll be another southpaw. First time that any team has seen Fuller this season. And he'll try to keep it a 6-run advantage.
And Drew Fuller is another very valuable asset for this Grand Island Fightin' Crane squad that has been without a lot of pitching. Fuller pitched at Nebraska Westland, is heading into his sophomore season there. He only had 3 appearances there so far with a 2.1 innings pitch, a 0-0 win-loss, and a 7.71 ERA. So not a lot of work, but that means he's plenty well rested for this summer.
He'll face off against Carter McPeak to begin this inning. McPeak has been walked twice in his 2 plate appearances. Righty on lefty matchup as we begin the bottom of the 5th. Fuller's first pitch is cracked into center field, and Carter McPeak's solid night will continue. One pitch and the fourth hit for the Moo.
And McPeak gets his first hit as a Moo and has yet to walk back to the dugout so far tonight. Through 3 at-bats, he's walked twice and now has a single.
Third time in 5 innings that Fremont has got the leadoff runner aboard. Each time they've done so, in the bottom of the first and third, they were able to plate at least 1 run. Eamon O'Gorman will now come into the left-handed batter's box for a lefty-on-lefty matchup, and the fastball from Fuller misses the zone low. O'Gorman 1 for 2, a 2 RBI double. He's got a third of the runs for Fremont. Lined out in his last plate appearance. Here's his 1-0. This one is going to be fouled over to Grand Island's dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking for another multi-hit performance. One. O'Gorman will lay off it. It's called for strike 2. A changeup that catches the zone. O'Gorman from Elkhorn, Nebraska, playing at Wayne State. Fuller's going to step off. He saw that McPeak was dancing over on first. He's going to reset. One-two pitch. That one catches the outside corner. Eamon O'Gorman is going to go down looking, and Fuller, in his first 2 batters, has recorded his first strikeout.
Yeah, and Eamon O'Gorman knew that one was in the zone when he watched it off. You could tell right away he started walking away in disappointment. But nonetheless, solid start from Eamon O'Gorman, who already hit a 2 RBI double in his first at-bat today.
It'll be Tyler Schroeder now up to the plate. He's 0 for 2, struck out swinging and got on board with an air to the shortstop. McPeak has to scramble over to first from the pickoff move from Fuller. It's a fresh count for Schroeder, and he sees a ball in the middle of the plate for strike number 1. And that is going to be a balk, and McPeak was the one who was responsible for it. He kept on dancing over on first base, and he got Fuller to make a movement, and the home plate umpire noticed it, and now he's going to head over to second, runner in scoring position, still an 0-1 count. Just flinched, but he didn't step off the rubber. That is why the balk was called. Here's the 0-1. Schroeder swings and misses. It's another changeup. Seems to be the pitch he likes when he wants batters to swing.
Yeah, Fuller's been very solid so far. Struck out his last batter and now is in an 0-2 count here against Schroeder.
McPeak now on second, 0-2 count. Swing and a miss from Schroeder, and Sherm is able to squeeze it into his glove. Back-to-back Ks for Fuller.
Yeah, great work by Drew Fuller. As you said, back-to-back strikeouts.
Shortstop,
And he's gone through pretty solid, but that was the bottom of the order. Now he has the tough battle of Ripken Fleck up to the plate.
Fleck is 0 for 2 tonight, a walk and 2 flyouts. He's trying to bring McPeak home. First pitch, he's going to try to pick off. He'll step off the mound, turn with his right foot. Doesn't end up throwing over to second base. Fleck will step back in. He'll put this one in play. Didn't have a full swing on it. And man, an accident He gets on board. I don't think he meant to put that one in play. Didn't commit to the swing. Put it right off the pitcher's mound to his left. Second baseman, first baseman, and Fuller all tried to get there, and none of them were covering first, and Fleck is able to beat it out, an infield single on a pitch he didn't even want to swing at.
Yeah, just miscommunication there from Grand Island. Not a single one of them covered the bag, and Fleck, who should have been easily out there on a check swing, instead gets to first and moves McPeak over to third.
Runners on the edges. That pitch will miss the zone. It's 1-0 for Malatesta. Malatesta also 0 for 2. Hit by pitch, a fly out, and struck out looking. Fleck's going to take second. Malatesta's not going to swing. Sherm's not going to bother with the throw. It's 1-1. Another stolen bag for Fremont. They now have 2 in scoring position with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th frame. 1-1 pitch. Malatesta will foul this one straight back. 2 strikes in the count. McPeak on third, Fleck now on second. The Moo looking for their 6th base hit. 1-2 pitch will miss the inside corner. And the home plate umpire calls that ball 2. Just missed from Fuller. Two-two pitch. It misses outside, and now it's a full count.
Yeah, great work here from Malatesta to battle back after being down 1-2.
Fremont trying to load the bases or bring home 2 more runners. First time Fuller is at a full count. Here's his payoff pitch. It's in the zone, and Malatesta swung at it. It was a changeup high and inside. He was able to get his bat to it, just couldn't put it in play, and he stays alive. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another full count delivery. That one misses. Malatesta will head down to first base, and the bases are juiced.
And that's the second time Malatesta has touched the base path tonight. Still hitless on the day, but getting on base nonetheless. And now the bases are loaded for the left fielder Throckmorton, who's a great batter for this squad.
It'll bring up Fremont's 3-hole batter, who so far tonight is 0 for 2. Walk, pop up, and struck out looking in his last plate appearance. He's got Malatesta on first base, Fleck on second, and McPeak over on third. The first pitch he sees, he'll take a hack at it. Doesn't make contact. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that was a high fastball that Throckmorton just reached up a little bit up for that one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's in the zone, and Throckmorton again is going to swing and miss.
Yep, another high fastball. Fuller's pounding that. And has the advantage as you watch Throckmorton chase on 2 high fastballs. Can do just about anything in his repertoire now.
0-2. Throckmorton has a good eye. Watched it all the way into the glove of Sherm. 1-2 now. Fuller trying to get out of this inning and make a good impression in his first relief outing. He's in a big jam with the bases loaded. 1-2. Throckmorton again leaves it low. 2-2 now. First time the bases have been loaded since the first inning. Two-two pitch. This one catches the zone. Throckmorton is going to go down swinging. Fuller pumps his fists, gets out of a big jam. Fremont leaves all 3 stranded.
And in Drew Fuller's first inning of work, I know he let out 3 base runners, but he got 3 strikeouts. 3 outs, 3 strikeouts. Great work from him in his debut, off to a hot start.
We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Fremont still ahead, 6-0. And Wyatt Henry will come to the mound. We'll thank our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Visit Fremont and Dodge County. Planning your next Fremont adventure. Visit Fremont and Dodge County has everything from local events and dining to outdoor fun and family attractions in the heart of Nebraska. Next, we'd like to thank Buffalo Wild Wings. Catch every big play at Buffalo Wild Wings in Fremont. Serving up wings, burgers, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action all week long. Stop by on East 23rd Street and make game day your favorite day of the week. Lastly, we'd like to thank Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC. Need your lawn looking game ready? Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC provides landscaping, tree care, and snow removal services across Fremont and the surrounding area. Give them a call at 402-720-5944 and let the pros handle the hard work. We start the top of the 6th inning. Fremont ahead by 6. It'll be Rylan Evans stepping into the right-handed batter's box. Henry still in command of this game. And I think if you're the Moo, you'd like to keep him on as long as possible. Seems like Grand Island starts to come alive when relief pitchers come into the game, as they did so on Sunday night. The first pitch Evans sees, he'll foul off behind us. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and thankfully, Wyatt Henry has gone so far. But in the last game, the relief pitchers for Fremont looked pretty solid. Yasa did well. Hansen did well. It's just when the position players came in, thanks to a lack of depth from Fremont, that's where they struggled.
Evans is going to poke one into right field for a base knock. His second hit of the night and third for this Grand Island side.
Designated hitter number 17.
A leadoff base runner. That'll bring up Sebastian Davila. Fly out, strikeout looking in his first 2 plate appearances. Swings and misses at a fastball in the outside corner. First time since the first inning that Henry has given up a base knock. That next pitch will miss low in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I'm a little surprised that Grand Island had so much success against some of those position players. You want to go back to the game where Fremont threw all position players, 5 innings from Tucker Horner, 3 innings from Liam Sullivan, and 1 inning from Connor Thompson. They only allowed 4 runs.
Yeah, they did very solid in that game, and Matthew Marceau was a very great pitcher heading into the game. He came into the game with an ERA of, I think it was 2.25, but Grand Island just took advantage of him. It got 9 runs scored off of him, and then 6 off of Braden Mitchell right after, who was also had a very solid ERA heading into the day.
Davila will foul off that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evans over on first after his leadoff single into right field. 2-2 pitch. This one is nicked, fouled off the top of Davila's bat. The count will stay 2-2. That pitch will catch the inside corner. Henry will rack up his 6th strikeout. Davila will go down looking again.
Just, wow. Wyatt Henry has been so good in this one, and Fremont would love to ride him all the way through this one, honestly.
Beer batter number 13, Sam Dinkelman.
That'll bring back up Sam Dinkelman.
$3 through the end of the inning. Who's feeling thirsty?
Dinkelman, 0 for 2 on the night, pop up and an air. First pitch he'll see as a fastball that misses outside. It's 1-0 with 1 away. Henry's going to pick off over to first. Was it in time? No. I think he's one of the best pitchers when he comes on the mound. He has some baseball intelligence, some IQ. He was always wary of those runners wherever they are in the base path.
And Grand Island is a team that steals quite a bit, so it's a very valuable skill to have here.
1 ball, 1 strike as a breaking ball. drops low.
Cowbells!
No runners have been able to take a base so far from Fremont in this game. 1-1 pitch. That one just misses the outside corner with a fastball. 2-1. His 2-1 delivery is going to be just foul down the first base line. It's another 2-2 count.
Yeah, he poked that one and just got enough of it, but put it right outside that foul line. It would have been a solid knock down that first base line. Instead, he's in a 2-2 count.
Henry looking for strikeout number 7. 2-2 pitch is put sharply up the middle of the field. It's going to be the 4th base hit for Grand Island. They have 2 aboard with 1 away.
Yeah, great work here early from the Fightin Cranes offense. 2 hits in this inning alone, and they'd only had 2 prior to that in this whole game. So they can do some damage. We'll see if that continues.
Henry will step back up onto the mound. He'll face off against Aiden Marshall, who's 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch and a flyout has been his night. And a slider will just miss the outside corner. It's 1-0. Henry comes home, misses outside, and it's one of the few and rare hitters counts that the Fightin Cranes has had tonight.
Yeah, Henry has controlled the majority of this game, but he's looking a little bit more tired here in this 6th inning.
Just threw his 81st pitch, 53 strikes, 27 balls. That's a nice rate for Henry. This one is going to be swung and missed on. Marshall will go to his knees. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch, misses outside, and now he's in danger of loading the bases. You have to ponder if he might be running out of some steam. He's trying to keep his 6 innings of work clean. This one is going to be well hit into left field. It's going to get down in front of Throckmorton. Base runner rounding third is going to come home. And the throw is not going to be on time to third. That is an RBI double from Aiden Marshall, and Grand Island finally gets on the board as Jonathan Thornhill is going to come out for a visit.
Yeah, as you said, Wyatt Henry ran out of a little bit of steam, and that showed right there. Marshall poked that one, takes a hop off the ground, then off the wall. Throckmorton couldn't track it as soon as he possibly could, and that gets him all the way to second base and puts 1 runner in and another run to third.
Marshall now on second, Dinkelman on third. Evans came in to score after his leadoff single. This is an important part of the game here. Henry is going to stay on the mound. He's going to try to keep it a 5-run affair. The Moo do not want a repeat of what happened on Sunday. They held a big lead coming into the last few innings and weren't able to keep it. 2 runners in scoring position as Dylan Etherton will come up to the plate. 0 for 2, struck out looking and a ground out. First pitch he'll swing and miss on, a slider that trails to the outer edge of the plate. He's got Harmsen in the on-deck circle, bottom of the order. He wants to retire these next 2 batters. 0-1 pitch. This one catches the outside corner again. Some nice placement from Henry.
Yeah, another great pitch there by Henry, a slider on that bottom corner. A perfect location. Looking for a second strikeout of this inning.
0-2 pitch. That one is too far outside. A slider that trails too far off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dinkelman on third, Marshall on second. 1-2 pitch with 1 away. Fastball gets him to swing. He was too late and he blew it by him. That's strikeout number 7. in a much-needed spot.
Yeah, Wyatt Henry, as you said and I said, looked like he lost a little bit of gas. Then he comes out and strikes out the next batter. He's back in and looking to get through this inning.
He's got the 9-hole hitter, Ty Harmsen. Got him to strike out swinging in his first appearance. He lined out in his next one right over to Fleck. And that changeup will not catch the outside corner. It's 1-0. Both teams now even at 5 hits apiece. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss from Harmsen, and it seems to be the spot he chases on. That outside corner and a fastball he has not been able to reach. I try not to give him anything middle inside. 1-1 pitch. That one is going to hit him. Henry is going to load the bases as it hit Harmsen in the lower calf area. And it'll be Ian Rodriguez, the leadoff batter, coming up to the plate. And a chance to cut this lead.
Yeah, and Rodriguez hasn't gotten on other than via an error by Ripken Fleck earlier in this one. So he's a perfect batter to have in this spot, even though he's leading off for the Fightin' Crane today.
Only the third free base path, 2 hit by pitches and a walk from Henry. That pitch will miss just outside. Jonathan Thornhill will opt not to come out for another mound visit. That would have made a relief pitcher come into the game. Bases loaded. Rodriguez went 1 for 4 on Sunday, and he'll swing and miss on that pitch as his left hand came off his bat. 1-1 count with Broxton Barrientos in the on-deck circle. The most dangerous part of the order now up for Grand Island. 1-1 pitch. This one is put softly into play. Henry is going to make sure he makes no mistake throwing over to first that time. Ran over to the bag, flipped it over to Yasa. Well done to Wyatt Henry to get out of that big jam and keep Grand Island to just 1 run.
Yeah, great work from Henry, and he's through 6 innings and has given up 1 run, only 5 hits on the day, and also has 7 strikeouts. What a tremendous start from him.
Tip your cap to Wyatt Henry if that was his last inning if you're a Moo fan. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th with Fremont coming to the plate. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse. Tonight's game is brought to you by S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse, Fremont's local choice for trash, recycling, and dumpster services. From home cleanups to construction projects, S2 Roll-Offs keeps our community clean. Next, we'd like to thank Tommy's Express Car Wash. Need a quick clean before first pitch? Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont keeps your ride shining with fast, high-quality washes and free vacuums to finish the job. Lastly, we'd like to thank Keel's Barbershop. If you're in need of a haircut, step up your style with Keel's Barbershop in downtown Fremont, delivering classic cuts, beard trims, and old-school barbershop service since 1974. Bottom of the 6th inning, Grand Island finally able to come home. They trail now by 5, 6-1. Drew Fuller will continue his relief night on the mound. Struck out 3 batters and got out of a big jam with the bases loaded in the first inning of his work. First time he's been on the rubber so far this season for the Fightin' Cranes.
Making his way to the plate, catcher number 11, Easton Leahy.
He'll face off against Easton Leahy. 1 of 2, sacrifice fly, infield single, and a lineout. Righty on lefty matchup. Fuller will try to continue his solid start. Leahy will leave the first pitch outside. It's 1-0.
It was a breaking ball that came in just a little bit too far off in that left-handed batter's box. Leahy watches it out.
Next pitch he sees is called as a strike, a fastball on the inside edge of the plate. It's 1-1. Next pitch about in the same location, low in the strike zone again. It's called for strike 2.
And Leahy kind of backs away at a lot of balls that end up being called strikes. He's done that throughout the day to night and throughout this season.
He's looking for his 25th hit of the year. Fuller delivers from the windup, and that one isn't near the zone. It's 2-2. The Moo trying to get back that run that Grand Island scored in the top of this stanza. That pitch about in the same location as the other strikes were called, just too low. Sherm couldn't bring it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. It's in the zone, and Leahy will fight it off. He'll stay alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
And Leahy's done great to get in contact with balls all day. He's obviously hit a sac fly in his first at-bat, hit a single in his second, then the line out in his third at-bat was lined straight to first on a fast ball. See if he does so again here.
This one is going to be popped up. It's into this night sky in Fremont. Rylan Evans is there to make the catch. And after battling, it's an easy pop-up for Grand Island's infield.
And Easton Leahy's going to hope he gets up again in this one. Last game, he checked his batting average right after the game and saw it was at 299. Really wanted to hit that 300 mark and was above it with that single he hit earlier on, but after back-to-back outs is now back below that 300 margin.
It'll bring up Burke Yasa. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch, a breaking ball. 0-1 for the big man. 0 for 1 on the day. 2 walks and struck out swinging in his second appearance. Next pitch misses low. It's 1-1. One pitch is going to hit him. Stands in the box tall, and he's going to go down to first with 1 out.
And Burke Yasa has now stepped over to first base 3 times a day without putting a single ball in play. Successful night for somebody who hasn't hit well in the last few games. Not to collect a hit in the last 4, but getting on base by any means necessary.
It'll bring up the 6-hole batter, Matthew Marceau from Minnetonka, Minnesota. 1 of 2 on the night, an RBI single, a walk. Struck out swinging in his last appearance. Didn't go all the way around, but didn't need to. It's called as a strike. The 0-1 pitch is now 0-2. A fastball off of the plate will get Marceau to swing. It's 0-2. Yasa on first after the hit by pitch. This one is in the zone. Marceau is going to foul it off, and he'll stay in the batter's box.
Way to protect there from Marceau. Hits that one hard off. Foul. And stays alive.
Another 0-2 delivery from Fuller. Marceau will lay off it. A ball inside and low. It's 1-2. That pitch is in the zone. It's a slow bouncer. Fuller couldn't get to it. The third baseman, Dinkelman, could. And he makes a throw on the run for out number 2. And if he couldn't get there in time, base runners would have been on first and second with just 1 out.
Yeah, a very athletic play there made by Sam Dinkelman. Heading into his sophomore season at Northwest Missouri State, he makes a run all the way into the grass, closer to the mound, honestly, and then makes a running throw with a lot of velocity and puts Marceau, a speedy base runner, out here in the top or bottom of the 6th.
It'll bring up Carter McPeak. Has reached the base path all 3 times he's come to the plate. 2 walks and a single. And that delivery from Fuller catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. Yasa now stands on second base in scoring position. McPeak trying to bring him home and reestablish the 6-run lead they had for the majority of this game. Oh, 1 will miss outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. McPeak in the DH spot. Usually plays out in the outfield. Jonathan Thornhill trusted him enough to insert him into the lineup after his batting practice earlier this evening. 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled down the first base line. It'll be 1-2.
He poked on one outside and just got a clip of it. Well hit ball. Good exit velo, just not enough to stay in.
Had 6 hits and 17 at-bats at Augustana. Here's the 1-2. Did he go around? No. Also, there's no infield umpire to check with, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. I nearly forgot about that after I didn't see a blue in the middle infield. Fuller looking for another K. 2-2 pitch. McPeak will swing on. He'll foul it straight behind us. He'll stay alive.
Yeah, good work here by McPeak, protecting extremely well. He's done so throughout this at-bat and stayed disciplined throughout the whole game. This time he's having to fight off, and he's doing it well.
Another 2-2 from Fuller. This one is in the zone. It's put high. He got underneath it, made good contact. But over there in left field, there's Dylan Etherton. And after having a runner in scoring position, McPeak not able to bring him home. And we'll go to the top of the 7th, a 6-1 lead for Fremont.
Yeah, McPeak hit that ball well and on time. Hit it hard, just too much under it, and then got it sky high over to Etherton and left.
Final 3 innings coming up between the Fremont Moo and the Grand Island Fightin Cranes. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors yet again. First, we'd like to thank Nebraska Lottery. Feeling lucky tonight? Nebraska Lottery gives Nebraskans the chance to win big while supporting programs across the state. Must be 19 to play. Next, we'll thank Methodist Fremont Health. When it comes to caring for the Fremont community, Methodist Fremont Health is here 24/7 with trusted doctors, nurses, and healthcare services for patients and families across Dodge County. Compassionate care close to home. Lastly, we'd like to thank Subway, home of the legendary footlong, stacked with all your favorite toppings and made fresh right in front of you. Next time hunger steps up to the plate, head to Subway, located at 549 East 23rd Street, and knock it out of the park. Subway, eat fresh. And it is still Wyatt Henry on the mound for Fremont. Looks to go into his 7th inning of work. He's nearing the 90 pitch mark. He will face off against Broxton Barrientos. Gets him to foul a ball out of play. It'll be 0-1. It has been a great game for Henry. Has allowed only 1 run on 5 hits. This next pitch is launched into left field. Throckmorton is going to be there. Everyone got a little nervous as Barrientos has sent some of those pitches over the left field wall, and he just missed it.
I didn't have enough behind that one, but as you said, everyone did get a little bit nervous. Got a little clenched up in my seat here as I've seen him hit 3 balls over that left field wall in the last 6 days.
Good news for Henry, 2 pitches, 1 out. It'll bring Sherm back up to the plate, and that's the 3rd time that Henry has hit a batter. Sherm will head down to first. That one got away from him, hit Sherm in the back, and it's a 1-out base runner.
Yeah, we haven't seen him do that often tonight. Hasn't put a lot of free base runners on, but did so here. It's getting late, might be losing a little bit of control.
It'll bring up Rylan Evans, who will go down to his knees on a swing and miss. It's 0-1 after he waved at the fastball. Evans 2 for 3, 2 singles and struck out swinging. He's able to lay off that slider from Henry. It's 1-1. Evans in the cleanup spot has been the best batter so far for this Fightin' Cranes side. 2 of the 5 hits are in his name. The 1-1 pitch from Henry, too far inside. Close to hitting his 4th batter. It'll be 2-1. Sherm over on first after his hit by pitch. This one is put high into left field. Does it have enough mustard on it? No. Throckmorton is there on the warning track, and again, another well-hit ball over to left field. Just doesn't have the nitro for it.
I think that's just about as much as you can put on a ball that doesn't go out here at left field at Moeller Park. It's not that hard or not that far of a distance. Only 290 out there. Got plenty of height on it, just not enough behind it to put it out.
The launch angle was steep. Sebastian Davila will come into the right-handed batter's box. He's 0 for 3 on the night, a fly out and 2 strikeouts. .20 count for the 5-hole batter. Henry comes home and misses the upper part of the zone. 3-0. And Baylor, I think this is the first time we've seen a 3-0 count from Henry tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that one was barely off, too. Obviously, I'm not as close as the umpire, but I would have thought that one would be 2-1.
The next pitch catches the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Henry nearing 100 pitches. Looking to go 7 straight innings. This one is going to be fouled off. It'll be a full count.
And 3-0 turns to 3-2 so quickly with Wyatt Henry in this one.
Doesn't give much time to batters. He comes home pretty quickly. Always makes sure to come set. Payoff pitch looking for punch out number 8. Payoff pitch. Runner goes. This one is put in play. Ripken Fleck over there scoops it into his glove. Fires over to first for the 3rd out. Wyatt Henry has successfully gone 7 innings, just given up 1 run.
Yeah, he's been excellent today.
Davila will ground out to end the top of the 7th. We'll go to the 7th inning stretch with Fremont back up to the plate. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Methodist Fremont Health. From routine checkups to unexpected emergencies, Methodist Fremont Health is proud to serve the people of Fremont and Dodge County. With experienced providers and compassionate care, they're helping keep our community healthy every day. Lastly, we'd like to thank Subway. Subway is batting 1,000 when it comes to fresh flavor. Build your perfect sandwich, pile on your favorite toppings, and enjoy a meal made right in front of you. Visit Subway at 549 East 23rd Street. Subway, eat fresh. And we'll take a look back at this series between these 2 teams. They've met the most this year. This is the 9th time they have seen each other. Fremont is 2-6, 2-4 against Grand Island in their past 4 games. And I think they'd like a few of those games back. You'd like to go back to Sunday. You had a 9-run lead going into the last 3 innings. Go back to the game on June 13th. You had bases loaded, no outs, down 13-12. You're not able to bring anyone home. And I'm not trying to harp on how Fremont has missed these opportunities, just highlighting how their record could be a bit different, and just some of the games have been able to go Grand Island's way.
Fremont comes in this game 10-14 at the bottom of the league, but their record could be so much different, and just there's a few more different swings of things in this game. So I know they sit at the bottom of the standings right now, but that is not the quality of performance they put on this season.
They'll look to go 4-0 to start this next little homestand before they head to Sedalia after a 3-day break. The only 3-day break they'll have this season. They'll look to get well rested before they hit a big stretch of games. 1-0 to Eamon O'Gorman, up for the 4th time tonight. 1 for 2, 2 RBI double, line out and struck out looking. He'll face off against Fuller and hammer this one into shallow right center field. It's a leadoff base runner for Eamon O'Gorman and another multi-hit night.
Yeah, another multi-hit night. He now has 5 on the season, and all 5 of those come in the last 6 games. Now make that 4 in a row. Quite the stretch of games Eamon O'Gorman has had, and that ball was just well hit into shallow right center field, right in that gap there. It's on with a single. I thought there was a chance he could have gone for extra bases, but Braxton Barrientos and Wright got to that ball very quickly.
It'll bring up Tyler Schroeder, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and reached on an error. First pitch he will see will catch the inside corner for strike 1. Schroeder has had a quiet night so far, but he's looking to make some noise. 0-1 pitch. Schroeder will leave on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fuller delivers. Schroeder will put this one in play. Ty Harmsen is racing back on it. He has to turn around a few times before he's able to get a beat on it. Makes the catch in deep center field, and Schroeder will fly out for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball was hit very hard, honestly. I stood up in my chair because I thought that ball had a chance to go, but out in center field, it's a long distance, 380 out there. Harmsen out in center didn't have to move very far to catch that one.
It'll bring up Ripken Fleck with Eamon O'Gorman over on first. Fleck is 1 for 3, 2 flyouts and an infield single. Fuller's going to pick off, and he catches O'Gorman in a rundown. O'Gorman is going to be tagged out by the shortstop Rylan Evans, and Fuller had a good pickoff move, caught O'Gorman sleeping, and he's going to be tagged out for the second out.
And just a short stretch, it went from a runner on first with none away to 2 away, and the bases cleared with no run scored. Great work by Fuller. O'Gorman just caught in that and hesitated a little bit, couldn't get back to first in time.
Now he's going to be able to work from the windup. 0-0 for Fleck is now 0-1. Swings and misses at an off speed. And the last time he came to the plate, he had a half swing, a slow grounder to the right side of the mound that nobody on the right side of the infield was able to cover. Fleck was able to get aboard. This one is put sharply into the glove of Evans. 2 hops, a throw, and an out, as the home plate umpire has to come to the middle infield to make the call. 3 up, 3 down for Fuller, who's looked pretty good as well. We'll go to the top of the 8th. 6-1 lead for Fremont.
Yeah, and Ripken Fleck hit that ball very hard and just narrowly was out-thrown by that ball. He ran as hard as he could, just by a step was beat.
We'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Raising Cane's. Tonight's game is brought to you by Raising Cane's. Whether you're celebrating a Moo victory or just working up an appetite at the ballpark, Raising Cane's is ready to serve. Stop by their Fremont location on East 23rd Street for fresh chicken fingers and a meal the whole family can enjoy. Next, we'd like to thank Fremont Family YMCA. Just like the Moo are staying active on the field tonight, you can stay active all summer long at the Fremont Family YMCA. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue for fitness, swimming, youth programs, and more for the whole family.
For the Fremont Moo, number 3, Darren Safransky.
Lastly, we'd like to thank Visit Fremont and Dodge County. There's always something happening in Fremont and Dodge County. Whether you're searching for great food, community events, unique shops, or outdoor recreation, you'll find plenty to explore right here in the heart of Nebraska. Wyatt Henry's night is over. Tip your cap to the starting man. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned run, 5 hits. His defense played well behind him, shut down this Grand Island offense. And now it's another new player, a new face, and another debut. This is Darren Safransky now on the mound for the home side.
Yeah, and Darren Safransky is another guy from Augustana. Did not appear in his freshman season there. He comes from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, but stands up at 6'1" and 186 pounds. A very valuable addition here to this Moo squad that's lacked pitching.
Another pitcher to put into the fray. He'll look to go 2 innings and keep this a 5-run affair. And not only is he another pitcher, we have another one for the Moo as well, and Brecken Mason, who has also just got here last night.
All right, fans, it's time for tonight's Coors Light beer batter.
And Jonathan
Number 13,
Thornhill will look
Sam
to add
Dillon.
even
If he
more
strikes out, all beer
to a
goes down
pitching
$3
staff
through the end of
that
the
has
inning.
been shorthanded
Who's
the
feeling
entire
thirsty?
season. Also a great time to have a lot more pitchers as well. This is the second half of the season, and you're looking to have a few more gunslingers.
Yeah, and some other teams in this league have a shortage of pitchers, notably Grand Island, who has not had that many, and their top 2 guys, Chorba and Hardy, are now both over 30 innings in this young summer.
They did just bring in Fuller. He's another new addition for Grand Island. He's done well so far. First 2 pitches from Safransky are fastballs that miss outside to Sam Dinkelman. 1 for 3 pop-up, reached on an air and a single. Safransky, a fastball again. Yasa gets to it with the backhand, and Safransky goes over to first. The throw was a bit behind him, just off his glove, and that's the second time Dinkelman is going to reach on an air.
Yeah, Dinkelman hit that ball hard over to Yasa at first base, and Yasa's throw to Safransky, who came and covered first base from the mound, was a little bit to his left, so he had to reach out for it and just couldn't get to it.
That'll bring up Aiden Marshall. Hit by pitch, fly out, and RBI double has been his night. The only extra base hit for Grand Island, something they've had a plenty of in this series against the Moo. The first pitch he sees, he'll foul off down the third base line. 0-1.
And Grand Island comes into the night with the league lead in batting average, but they've been pretty limited here by Fremont, and notably Wyatt Henry. We'll see if Safransky can continue that trend.
Runner on first after the error. 0-1 is now 1-1. A fastball again misses outside. Safransky bringing some heat. The majority of his pitches have been fastballs. One pitch. That one is going to get away from Leahy. Dinkelman is going to head down to second. It'll be a 2-1 count with a runner in scoring position. First time a ball has gotten away from Leahy. He's been concrete behind the dish so far. Safransky trying to put out his first batter. Two-one pitch. This one is popped up. It's trailing backward. Is it going to stay in play? And it hits the netting as Leahy was coming over for it. In and out of his glove. It's 2-2. Dinkelman on second after he reached on an air over to first base. Last time that Marshall came to the plate, he had an RBI double. The only run for Grand Island. Can he do so again? 2-2. That one is just tipped off his bat. The count will stay the same.
Yeah, he's doing well to protect here against Safransky, but a man from Augustana is looking for his first K, and he's hungry.
Marshall batting 163 on the year, 294 on base percentage. 7 hits now, 6 RBIs. Another 2-2. That one over his head again. It gets away from Leahy off the tip of his glove. Couldn't snow cone it. It's a full count with a runner 90 feet away.
A very valuable for Grand Island to get another base runner just 90 feet away, and they have shown that they can come back no matter what the deficit. They were just about down for the count, down 9 runs in the 7th inning, found a way to come back and win that game by 7 runs. So you can never count this squad out.
Down by 5, trying to cut into the lead. Payoff pitch from Safransky. It misses. It gets away from Leahy. And the runner moves over from first to second on a pass ball, from second to third on a pass ball, and then a walk. That last pitch got away from Leahy again on a wild pitch, and he's going to head all the way home. It's now 6-2, and Grand Island didn't have to lift the bat off their shoulders.
So now Grand Island is within 1 swing. Does have to be a grand slam, but they've shown that they can do that. It was Sawyer Slade who hit 2 of those in the last game. Fremont also will let one up to David Osan in the game before that against Hastings, so they have to avoid loading the bases late in this one.
That pitch from Safransky is low. It's 1-0. And the first batter that they saw, Dinkelman, wishing they could have that play back. He would have been out and only 1 base runner, which is Marshall, would be on the bag, and it would still be 6-1. There's a good delivery from Safransky. Now it's 1-1.
And Etherton is 0-3 on the day, so this is a good batter that Safransky can use as a confidence booster, but it's no easy task.
2 strikeouts and a ground out for Grand Island's 8-hole man Etherton. This one is lifted into center field. Malatesta is there and will throw it in to Fleck for the first out.
A sure-handed glove of the center fielder Giovanni Malatesta, a staple in this lineup not only for his bat but also for his glove. Makes an easy play and collects the first out here for Darren Safransky in his young Moo career.
It'll bring up Ty Harmsen. 0 for 2, strikeout, swinging, line out, and was hit by a pitch by Henry in his last appearance. 9-hole batter will foul off the first pitch he sees. 0-1. On deck is Ian Rodriguez. Marshall still over on first. Fightin Cranes have not decided to steal too much tonight. This one is fouled off again. Down the third base line, it's now 0-2.
Yeah, great work by Safransky to get up 0-2 early. Now he just has to put something that Harmsen will swing and miss at.
Looking to ring up his first batter. 0-2 pitch. Misses the zone high. Leahy will throw back down. It's not in time. 1-2. The Moo hoping for a ground ball. Trying to get Safransky out of his first inning of work. He did go all the way around, says the home plate umpire. And Darren Safransky in a Moo jersey gets his first punch out.
Yeah, and I think that swing just got a little bit out of grip for Ty Harmsen. It looked like he didn't mean to go all the way, but I think the bat slipped a little bit more forward. He ends up striking out.
After some pass balls that allowed Aiden Marshall, that allowed Dinkelman to reach home. Safransky has settled in, struck out his first batter, and that fastball will miss low and outside. It's 1-0 for the leadoff man, Rodriguez, who comes to the plate for the 5th time. Rodriguez 0 for 4, fly out, strikeout, reached on an air and also grounded out in his last appearance. Marshall going to head over to second. Leahy with the throw, takes a bounce and over the glove of Fleck. Malatesta is there. And that is the first successful stolen base for Grand Island. They got a runner in scoring position. Rodriguez will step back up to the plate. It's 1-1. Marshall now on second. 1-1 pitch. That one will catch the outside lower corner. 1-2. Safransky looking for back-to-back Ks.
Yeah, fastball on that, as you said, outside lower corner. Nearly an unhittable pitch that finds the zone. Great work from Safransky.
Barrientos in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch. Safransky comes home and just misses. That one, I believe, missed upper, maybe outer edge. 2-2. Home crowd thought it was strike 3.
To be honest, I thought that one was a little bit upstairs.
2-2 pitch. Marshall heading toward third. And he's going to have to head back towards second as Rodriguez fouls the ball back.
Yeah, way to protect there by Rodriguez. The pitch that Sofrensky didn't allow him to hit, though, was low in the zone. Good location. A way to stay alive from the leadoff man.
2-2 and 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Fremont holding on to a 4-run lead. Safransky will come home. That pitch will miss low. And it's been a battle between these two players. Rodriguez not wanting to get the third out. Safransky trying to get his second punch out in his debut.
And this is what the leadoff man does. I know Rodriguez is 0 for 4 in the day, but had a stellar OBP heading into the day and is looking to boost that. 500 OBP heading into today.
Payoff pitch. That one catches the outside corner. Rodriguez was already heading toward first. He thought it was ball 4. Safransky will put him into the dugout with his second strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 now for Fremont. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. First, we'd like to thank Fremont Family YMCA. Just like the Moo are staying active on the field tonight, you can stay active all summer long at the Fremont Family YMCA. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue for fitness, youth programs, swimming, and more for the whole family. Next, we'd like to thank Visit Fremont and Dodge County. There's always something happening in Fremont and Dodge County. Whether you're searching for great food, community events, unique shops, or outdoor recreation, you'll find plenty to explore right here in the heart of Nebraska. Lastly, we'd like to thank Buffalo Wild Wings. Fans, if you're not ready for the night to end after the final out, Buffalo Wild Wings has you covered. Grab a seat, order your favorite wings, and keep the sports action going at their Fremont location on East 23rd Street. Fuller back for his 3rd inning of work. This will be now his 4th inning of work. Came in to relieve Alan Chorba and so far has not allowed Fremont to come back home. He'll have the top of the order to deal with first in Malatesta. Malatesta so far tonight 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, fly out, struck out looking, and walked in his last plate appearance. And since the bottom of the 3rd, it has been 4 scoreless innings for Fremont. Their offense have tallied 6 hits and 6 runs. The big inning for them was in the bottom of the 1st. They had 5. Fuller will start from the windup, and his pitch is outside for ball 1. Next one misses high, 2-0 and a hitter's count for Malatesta. The Moo looking for another leadoff base runner. 2-0 pitch. Malatesta will put in play. Skims the infield, and it's going to be taken care of by Rylan Evans as he is able to throw him out.
Yeah, just a well-hit ball. Just another one over the shortstop, Rylan Evans, who had some errors earlier in this one, but has shored up since then.
That'll bring up the 3-hole man, Wyatt Throckmorton. Throckmorton so far on the night, 0 for 3. Walk, pop up, struck out looking, and struck out swinging as Anderson Sherm will come out and have a conversation with his relief man. This is an important part of the game for Grand Island. They're trying to get to the top of the 9th with the deficit remaining at 4. Throckmorton was 2 of 4 on Sunday with a walk. In his 5th at bat, he'll foul off the first pitch down the first base line. It's 0-1.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horn.
That 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that Fuller puts on the lower edge of the inside corner. 0-2.
Yeah, breaking ball had a lot of drop on it. Went from high and in towards that middle level of the plate.
0-2 with 1 away. Throckmorton will put this one into left field. Dylan Etherton is there. 2 batters up, 2 batters down. And that'll bring up the cleanup man, Easton Leahy.
Number 11.
Yeah, Drew Fuller so far is now through 3 2/3 innings with 3 strikeouts and 0 runs allowed. He's been very, very solid on the night so far.
He's trying to give his offense the best opportunity to come back. Leahy 1 of 3 tonight. Hit a sacrifice fly in his first appearance. Infield single in his second. Line out and pop up in his past 2 at-bats. It'll be a 1-0 for number 11. This one is popped up. It's going to stay in the field of play. Over there is Rylan Evans and Sam Dinkelman, and it's going to drop in front of Evans. He didn't have a good read on it. He was heading over to his right. The ball dropped to his left. Always tough to gauge where the ball is going to end up when you're on the move. And Leahy is going to get on board for another error by Grand Island shortstop.
Yeah, and I thought that ball might have fallen out of Evans' glove, but what a turn of events there. Leahy was practically dead to rights. Instead, he's on, and the big bat of Burke Yasa, who's the second leading RBI hitter on this Fremont squad, is now up to the plate.
Yasa's 0 for 1 tonight. 2 walks, hit by pitch, and a strikeout. The first offering from Fuller is low and away, 1-0. The Moo are looking for an insurance run or more. Yasa will take that pitch down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. You'll leave that slider away as it trails off the outer edge. 2-1. Leahy on first after the error by Evans. This one is going to be fouled back near Fremont's dugout. It'll be 2-2. Two from Fuller. Misses the outside corner. Sherm tried to frame it. It'll be a full count.
Great take there from Yasa. He's chased a few balls tonight, but was not fooled there. Works it up full.
Looking for his 3rd walk of the night. He's gotten 3 free base passes. Looking for number 4. Payoff. Misses high. Yasa will throw his bat over to Marceau. Head down to first base. 2 aboard with 2 away. And the 6-hole man coming up.
I mean, wow, Burke Yasa still hitless, but it doesn't matter. He's touched the base path 4 times already in this one. Absolutely ridiculous work.
Kevin Grant is going to come out and have a conversation with Drew Fuller. There is a pitcher waiting in the wings in the bullpen for Grand Island. Doesn't look like he's going to take the ball away from Fuller, who's gone 3 2/3, hasn't allowed a run, and just 1 hit. The infield will come in will give their pitcher some encouragement. Marceau will come into the box 1 for 3 on the night, an RBI single. That was
Second
launched off the
baseman,
left
number
field fence.
17,
Walk,
Matthew
struck out swinging and a ground out.
Marceau!
He's got Leahy on second after he reached on an air. Yasa on first after the 7-pitch walk. Marceau looking for RBI number 8. First pitch he'll see misses the upper edge. It's 1-0. Next one is inside and called for strike 1.
Thought that one was a little bit high on Matthew Marceau, who only stands in at 5'8".
1-1 pitch. Marceau will leave that one high. 2-1 for the man from Minnetonka, Minnesota. He attends Marshalltown Community College before the game. Shook hands with Kevin Grant, who is an assistant coach for Marshalltown. Those two know each other pretty well, and now it's 3-1.
Yeah, and Kevin Grant and his Fightin' Cranes got the best of Marceau in the last matchup where they hit 9 runs off of him in 1 inning of relief. Take the lead late in that one.
It's a hitter's count. The pitch from Fuller is in the zone, and Marceau was swinging for the fences. Couldn't make contact with his barrel. Full count.
Kind of winced after that one. I hope he's not in any pain and hope that was just a reaction off his miss, but no, his hamstring looked a little bit weird.
It's another payoff pitch. Here comes, runners go, and Marceau is going to be hitting the back. Fuller, that pitch got away from him, and the bases are going to be juiced.
And that looked like it hurt. That was a fastball that just beamed off of Marceau's back. But he'll step on the base path. And now the debut man himself is in a big position.
Kevin Grant is going to point toward his bullpen. He's going to call toward another relief man. It's going to be Fuller's night. You've got to be pleased if you're Kevin Grant. You got a new pitcher on your team. And he had a solid night. Still no earned runs, but everybody on the base path is going to be his responsibility as we wait to see who the next man on the rubber is.
Yeah, definitely a solid night. 3 2/3 inning, 3 strikeouts, and 0 earned runs. Obviously, that can change very quickly, but still very solid outing here from Fuller in his debut. Can't complain if you're Kevin Grant and the Fightin' Cranes.
Carter McPeak will be in the right-handed batter's box. It's a right-handed pitcher, the first time the Moo have seen a righty tonight. While we wait for him to warm up, we'll take a few moments to thank our sponsors. First, we'll thank Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC. Just like a ball field needs a grounds crew to keep it in top shape, your property needs the right team too. Indra Mowing and Tree Care, LLC provides lawn care, tree services, and snow removal throughout Fremont
Number 4, Wyatt
and the surrounding area. Give them a call at 402-720-5944. Lastly, we'll thank S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse. Just as a good defense keeps the field clean, S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse helps keep our community fresh. From recycling and trash collection to roll-off dumpsters, they're proud to serve Fremont and the surrounding area. New man on the bump for the Fightin' Cranes will be Wyatt McLeod in a tough pickle with the bases loaded and trying to keep this a 4-run affair.
And Wyatt McLeod is one of few position players for this Fightin' Crane squad that has not appeared on the mound yet this season, so nothing to go off of, but he's in a tough position with the bases loaded here with a dangerous Fremont batting squad.
Seems like Grant didn't have anyone to go to on his pitching staff, so he'll go to a position player. A great time for McPeak to make a big impact. Has had a good night, 1 of 2. 2 walks, a single, and flew out in his last plate appearance.
designated
Last
hitter,
time he
number
came up to the
34,
plate with the bases loaded, he was walked. McLeod, no prior experience pitching this season for the Cranes. First time he'll step up onto the mound. Cranes just need one out. His first delivery misses high. It's 1-0. And this inning could have ended about 5 minutes ago if Rylan Evans could have squeezed a pop-up in shallow left field. He couldn't. Easton Leahy reached the base path, as McLeod will miss high. Now Leahy stands over on third, Yasa on second, and Marceau on first after he was hit by a pitch. 2-0. Will not catch the plate. 3-0. McPeak looking for walk number 3. McLeod looking for strike number 1, and he gets it.
Yeah, way to find the zone there on that. As you said, fastball down the pipe. Try to put one in with McPeak on the take sign.
3-1. All systems go for McPeak. What's the pitch? It's in the zone, and he's going to foul it back. After 3 balls up in the zone, it's now 3-2. The Moo looking for another insurance run. Here's the payoff. Runners are going to go. This one is put in play. It is lifted into right center field. And there to make the catch is Broxton Barrientos. McLeod comes in, nearly walks home the batter instead. Fires his next 3 pitches in the zone. And he gets McPeak to fly into right center.
Yeah, a little bit too much launch angle on that hit from McPeak. Still a solid contact, but way to work out of that for Wyatt McLeod. First batter he faced, he gets an out with the bases loaded. Not an easy job in the slightest.
We'll go to the top of the 9th. Fremont ahead 6-2. They're not able to bring a runner home with the bases loaded. But it'll be Darren Safransky back up on the mound to try and shut the door on Grand Island. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Tommy's Express Car Wash. Need a quick clean before first pitch? Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont keeps your ride shining with fast, high-quality washes and free vacuums to finish the job. Next, we'll thank Keel's Barbershop. Just like a ball player likes to look sharp on game day, you can keep your look in top form with a visit to Keel's Barbershop. Serving Fremont since 1974, they're bringing classic barbering and friendly service to every customer who walks through the door. Lastly, we'll thank Nebraska Lottery. The Nebraska Lottery offers Nebraskans the chance to win exciting prizes while helping support important programs and initiatives across the state. Whether you're picking up a scratch ticket or trying your luck with your favorite draw game, every ticket purchased helps make a difference right here in Nebraska. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. Safransky into his second inning of work after coming in to relieve
Stop down to the merchandise stand or the Big Blue Grandstand before you leave the ballpark tonight.
Wyatt Henry. First time that we've seen Safransky.
Let's win this ball game, Moo fans!
Allowed 1 runner to come home, but after that was pretty solid. He'll face off against Anderson Sherm to start the top of the 9th. Sherm on the day 0 for 3, 2 flyouts, pop-up, and a hit by pitch. And this is actually Broxton Barrientos.
Right fielder, number 22, Broxton Barrientos.
Infield single pop-up, walk and flyout. He's 1 for 3. It's the 2-hole batter for Grand Island, facing off for the first time against Safransky. First pitch, he's going to be hit by. That one got away from the relief man. Not what you want. You got a runner aboard on the first pitch.
Yeah, it was a fastball that looked like it hurt, too. Barrientos gets on the base path, but he was been getting on base at a very high clip throughout this season and came into the day with 27 RBIs. So, not the worst thing in the world, especially somebody who's hit solo shots over that left field wall.
The next pitch from Safransky is in the zone, catches the outside half. 0-1 now to Sherm, who is 0 for 3. Last time he came to the plate, he was hit by a pitch. 4 separate batters have been hit by this Fremont pitching staff. The next one is put in play, and Fleck is there to stop it from going into the outfield. He's not going to be able to make the throw over to first. A good job to prevent the base runner from going to third, but it's an infield single for Sherm. 2 aboard, nobody away in just 3 pitches.
Yeah, and Fleck tried to pump fake like he was going to throw to first to draw Barrientos off that second base bag. He wasn't fooled, but still a very athletic play there made by Fleck. I'm not sure if that had gone to the outfield if Barrientos would have advanced to third instead.
It'll bring up Rylan Evans. 2 for 4 on the night. This one is popped up. It's going to trail out of play. Just misses the Fightin Cranes dugout. It's 0-1. Evans represents run number 5 if he can get aboard and touch all 4. Safransky looks back to second, comes home, and Evans will line this out of play down right field foul territory.
And now an 0-2 count, a big spot here for Safransky to get possibly the first out of this inning.
He's gone to the fastball. That's been his favorite pitch. He's got some off-speed stuff. Sherman first, Barrientos on second. 0-2 with nobody away. That pitch catches the outside corner. Safransky sits down a batter courtesy of a backwards K. Much needed for the home side.
Yeah, that's the 3rd strikeout of this young outing for Darren Safransky. 3 in just 1 1/3 inning of work. Solid by him. He can end this inning with a double play ball.
It'll bring up Sebastian Davila. 0 for 4, fly out, 2 strikeouts, ground out. First pitch, same location, same result, 0-1 count. Safransky looking to induce a ground ball. That pitch just misses, just misses the helmet of Davila. 1-1. This one is right back up the middle. Double play opportunity. It is, and it's a 4-3 double play executed to perfection from Matthew Marceau. It was right up the middle. The second baseman was there, got it in his glove, stepped on second base, threw over to first, and Sebastian Davila will end this game as he grounds into a double play. Darren Safransky and Wyatt Henry do their part. They keep Grand Island to just 2 runs, and they do get revenge. And they start off the second half of this DBL season with a win.
Yeah, great work and great win over this Grand Island team that's been very solid on the season. Came into the day with a 15-8 record, but now make that 15-9 and 3 losses to Fremont in their last 4 matchups.
A nice game for the Moo. A little bit of a recap. Alan Chorba started on the mound for the Fightin Cranes. Couldn't find the zone. 4 walks in that first inning. Allowed a lot of base runners aboard. Fremont was able to bat around their entire lineup. They put 5 runs to the plate, put another one in the bottom of the 3rd. After that, the next 5 innings, they couldn't put a run to the plate, but it didn't matter. Wyatt Henry and Darren Safransky did their part. They each allowed 1 run to the plate. Henry with 7 strikeouts, Safransky with 4. 11 total on the night for the Moo. A great game for this squad, and they'll look to win their next 3 games and really start off on a hot foot. They got to catch Salina, they got to catch Sedalia, they got to catch Grand Island, and they got to catch Jefferson City. And I think that's definitely doable, Baylor, the way they've been playing. 7-3 in their past 10 games.
Yeah, they just passed Hastings in the standings, but now they, as you said, Jefferson City sits at 9-11. Salina 8-8. Grand Island 15-8, and Sedalia 14-7. So some room to grow and some room to climb, but this Fremont squad can do it, and they've shown grit and determination all season.
End of the game score is 6-2 in Fremont's favor. A great night of pitching, and their offense did enough in the beginning of the game to escape with a win. 6 total hits for Fremont, 5 for Grand Island. We'll see you tomorrow night. It's another game between the Moo and Grand Island, just 2 games before they'll play 2 against Salina. We'll see you at 7:05 and hope for another Moo win. Signing off, Baylor Day.